Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and welcome to Regulation E. Welcome to Season 11. And today, we start the new season off right. Here's the team that we'll be using for the rest of the month and possibly the season. And hopefully you guys don't mind the switch up here. I do have two teams in front of you. One is for the Kitakami Prologue, which is going to be entered in today. These are the Pokemon that I will be using. And yeah, if you guys want to see a video about what I picked for these guys, let me know and I will make one for them specifically. Otherwise, we're here for the main stars. And that's the Tornadus, Garchomp, Urshifu, Iron Hands, Arcanine, and Sinistcha. Okay, down the line, we made no physical or realistic changes for Tornadus. We might bring back Rain Dance and maybe convert some EVs later on, but we're still running with the Covert Cloak, the Ghost Terra with Leer Taunt, Tailwind, and Bleakwind Storm. And we're running with those because we want to be able to do a lot of damage to our opponents with the spread moves, but be able to do Tailwind because we're going to continue with that hyper offensive strat through this season. Trick Room, while very much viable, has gotten a ton of counters so far, and I don't feel comfortable playing Trick Room as of right now, which is really funny because I have a Trick Room team for the Kitakami Open, but the prologue only allows the 200 Pokemon that's on the island of Kitakami and not the entire Pokedex. So that's why those 6 are there and why they're not up here. Garchomp, because I would love to have a Dragon type back on my team. Fire for the Terra. We're going Choice Scarf with the Rock Slide and Crunch combo for Garchomp. So hopefully we'll be able to take some games and not have the Life Orb. And if we need to change into Terra Fire, we can then absorb and withstand any and all Will-O-Wisps that come out. So we don't have to worry about that. Urshifu, who is still Terra Water. Everything's the same except for we changed out Protect with Iron Head. We might be using U-Turn later on, but we're going to keep with the Surging Strikes and Aqua Jet in the close combat. Then we're going to go with the Choice Band instead. I'm hoping with the extra damage that he could do physically is enough to where we could do more damage to the opponent because it is a choice item and everyone clicks Surging Strikes. So if I need to get him out of the field, I could definitely do that with no problem. Iron Hands, which has gotten quite a bit of changes. We made it so that his HP got a little bit of a boost. His physical attack got a big boost. His special defenses got a little bit of a boost. And we didn't really do anything with his defenses because we wanted to keep it at a certain level. And range wise, it puts both defenses at 150 with the Assault Vest. We started using Fake Out, Thunder Punch, Heavy Slam, and Drain Punch. So with his survivability, I'm hoping that that's going to be the best that we could do. And we do have him with Terra Electric, but that's going to probably change to maybe Terra Grass or maybe even Terra Water, just in case if I have to go up with any other matchups and pretty much be a defensive Terra, because yeah, I mean, Thunder Punch is still really strong, but I would much rather use Wild Charge for the Terra. That way I could take advantage of that recoil damage if I need to. Arcanine, this is going to be a new Pokemon. We did switch him from his Rock Head ability. This is the one that we got from the game for Kitakami. He's currently running with Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed, Howl, and Will-O-Wisp. He doesn't have Rock Slide. I haven't taught him that yet, but we're going to use him with this set for today, and possibly the next set he will not have that ever again. But he has Intimidate, and with the Citrus Berry, we built him kind of like Gyarados in a way. So he's going to be really, really strong and bulky, but he's also incredibly fast. I think his EVs is 180. So I'm hoping for the best in that. And then Sinistcha, first Pokemon in this team that isn't the 100. That's awesome. But we go with the Heat Proof with the leftovers. Hospitality is probably better because it raises other Pokemon's HP by 25% when he hits the field. I want Heat Proof to kind of negate what I would get from fire attacks if I don't Terra with him. We have Strength Sap to heal him up with the leftovers, which also heal him up. He is more defensive. So he's kind of built like a Mungus with like the bold trait. So special defense wise, he's not that great, but I do have Calm Mind. So that's going to negate the minuses that I would, or the pluses that I would have gave him, or the minuses he has now since I didn't put any EVs in his special defense. And it's going to give him quite the boost later on. And Macha Gotcha, which is that grass spread move that heals him for doing damage to their type, and obviously Shadow Ball so that he has stab move for a ghost type move. Still really strong Pokemon. I'm hoping this is the set that is going to do really well, and we will check it out from here. So that all out of the way, we now got to see what the players are for this session, and we will now see how they do in today's matches. Let's get to it. All right. So we got Landorus, Urshifu, Kingambit, Amoonguss, Fluttermane, and Chi-Yu. Very interesting team here that we have to deal with. So I think our best counter is to maybe walk in with Salt Vest. I mean, Kingambit's going to be weak against those types, right? Yeah, I mean, the Drain Punch is going to do a lot of damage to him, and he is a dark type, so there's that. I don't know about the Landorus, though. Landorus is going to bring in Intimidate for sure. Sinistchud's probably not going to be the best play here because he's got Chi-Yu. We'll see how it goes when I walk in. I kind of want to go in with these two, but he has Landorus. It's going to do a lot of things. A lot of things. Okay, plus Sucker Punch is going to be a problem with Kingambit as well. So we'll walk in with, I think these four. I think those four is going to be it. So we'll walk in with Iron Hands, Urshifu, Garchomp, and Arcanine. That way we can lower down their physical attackers. They do have quite a bit. Landorus is most likely going to be on the field at least one point in time. But I also have to worry about Kingambit on the field as well, which is why I opened up with Urshifu and Tornado and Iron Hands instead of like Arcanine. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. So Intimidate does go off, which is something that I was fearing, but we're going to fake out into the Iron Hands, and I'm going to go Surging Strikes into that Landorus. What you could do. What are you going to do? Withdraw. That's cool. They got rid of my fake out user. Amoonguss comes out. Totally cool with that. They're going to Terra. It's going to go for the Landorus, obviously. You are flying. Okay. It'll remove the weakness. But that could also be Terra Blast Landorus. Fake out goes into the Amoonguss, does nothing. Stop it. Ooh, you're fast. Oh wait, well you are scarfed. That would make sense. He is scarfed. Oh, and yeah, my Urshifu isn't scarfed. That's right. I was like, oh man, I'll just completely wipe you off the field. No, that's not what's gonna happen at all. That's not gonna happen at all. Alrighty. So we'll do about 4 matches today. I think that's what I'm going to be doing for the norm. Like 4 or 5. Fluttermane comes out next. Now Fluttermane is incredibly fast, and it's also got photosynthesis, which means it's even faster. Speed was heightened. Switch that to Arcanine. And he's stuck in his ways too. Terra Water Surging Strikes the Fluttermane. It'll probably get redirected over to the Amoonguss, but the Fluttermane's the problem right now. So we'll switch over to the Arcanine. I'll also Terra. Okay. Moonblast right into the Urshifu, and he'll survive. Gets a special attack down. Surgeon Strikes right after that. It's going to go straight into the Fluttermane. No redirection from the Amoonguss, so he probably went with the Spore, which we may or may not go into Urshifu. But Fluttermane goes down with 2 attacks of the Surgeon Strikes. Spore goes right into Urshifu. Which is totally fine, because now we could swap him out, because I don't think he's got really anything that's dangerous. And because Arcanite's already out on the field, I don't have to worry about Defiant coming out and ruining my day. Okay, so we'll go ahead and Flare Blitz the little guy there. I'm going to swap out. Urshifu come back. Protect is good. So Flare Blitz isn't going to do anything to the recoil, which is totally fine. And what is low kick? Ooh, oh, super effective over to the Arcanine, but the Citrus Berry comes in and heals it back up to at least half. Boop, 65. So I'm going to Will-O-Wisp that, and I'm going to go ahead and just Rock Slide. I think the flinching's probably best. Sucker Punch fails, because you were going to go over to the Arcanine. It doesn't do that, but have fun anyway. So Will-O-Wisp hits the King Gambit. That does not stop its attack dropping, by the way. So Defiant doesn't like give it a massive boost. It just kind of sits there and does its own thing now. And Garchomp is now asleep. But the burn is going to hurt that Pokemon quite a bit. I kind of want to go at extreme speed into the Amoonguss. And I'll continue with the Rock Slides. Oh, battle's canceled. Never mind. I mean, Garchomp had to sleep. It's like he had a dedicated turn. So, but not bad. Not bad. I had two people that were asleep, so he could have turned that around, but it was going to be really, really hard after I Will-O-Wisp the King Gambit. All right, next match is up. We've got Cresselia, Milotic, Snorlax, Blood Moon Ursaluna, let's go. Fire Ogerpon and Iron Hands. So I don't really have anyone to specifically counter everyone on that team, but we'll do our best accordingly. So Iron Hands needs to come out again. We did really well with the Urshifu, and I kind of want to do that again. I don't know what I mean, it's obvious Trick Room, right? So Iron Hands is going to need to come out. We'll bring in, I mean, we could bring in Sinistcha, but I don't really know if he's going to be beneficial or not. Ugh. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 Pokemon. I don't know what attack Ursaluna is. I think he's special. I'm not 100%. Yeah, we'll bring in the squad from last time. I would really like to bring in Sinistcha. I don't know if it's going to do anything though. I mean, the Milotic would get hammered down, but we'll give this one a try. It's only one. I mean, Marvel Scale would be really, really detrimental to deal with, like lowering down the damages and stuff. Ugh. Sorry, I have to constantly adjust my mic because it's been a few days. There you go. All right, Cresselia and Snorlax. So it's gonna possibly get the Trick Room set up and ready to go. We could also see the dreaded Belly Bolt as well. So we're gonna fake out the Cresselia and go straight into maybe close combat on the Snorlax. Also Terra Water right away. Yeah, Terra Water, Surging Strikes on the Snorlax. I think that's going to be the play here. I don't think he's going to have Belly Drum, but it is a good idea to have Belly Drum. But if that's the case, I need to like swap out somehow to Arcanine and get that Will-O-Wisp on him. But if he's got, well, immunity stops poison, doesn't really stop anything else, but he would probably carry the Lumberry to rest and recover and stuff like that. So we'll see what people have done with Snorlax here. Start up with Terra Water with the Choice Band. It should do a lot to Snorlax. It may not knock him out. I didn't really check the calcs on anything specific, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Snorlax will change to Flying. Okay. Fake out, goes over to Cresselia. Cresselia can't do anything unless it's got the Covert Cloak. Here comes the Surging Strikes, though. into the Snorlax. 1, 2. Procs the Citrus Berry. That's Gluttony. 3. Alright, so it has Gluttony. Terra Blast. Right into the Urshifu. And that's a considerable amount of damage. And Cresselia Flinch cannot move. That's definitely a considerable amount of damage. Don't get me wrong there. That's a lot. But we're gonna Thunder Punch the Snorlax, and I'm gonna. Should a Thunder Punch work? I mean, I can't Drain Punch the Cresselia, so I think. Swapping to Arcanine might be better. I mean, Garchomp could also be really, really helpful here. I don't know what the Cresselia is going to do. We'll Thunder Punch the Snorlax, and I will Surging Strike the Cresselia. I don't really know what else to do. Whisper the Snorlax, which is a good idea. You bring out Ursaluna. So here's the Blood Moon variant. Again, I don't know if it's physical or special, but Surging Strikes goes right into the Cresselia. 1, 2. No Rocky Helmet is coming to hit my own Urshifu, but 3 knocks out Cresselia. Now, Thunder Punch is not going to go into the Ursaluna because Ursaluna's ground, and it says, I stop your stuff. Sorry. But I was so unsure, like, I would either knock out Snorlax or not. So, yeah. This is Blood Moon Ursaluna, man. I don't know what to do with it. It's like staring me in the face like, I want to eat you. I think we're going to Drain Punch the Ursaluna, and I'm going to Surging Strikes into the Snorlax. I will attack in front of the Snorlax. Realistically, I don't know about the Ursaluna, but I gotta say, I like the set so far. They haven't seen the other 2 Pokemon in the back, and I've officially knocked out 2 of their 4. Just saying. This Terra Water Choice Band set is looking pretty nasty. Drain Punch goes right into the Ursaluna. Ursaluna does Hyper Voice, which was gonna knock out the Urshifu. Maybe I should have hit him before hitting the Snorlax, but that's okay. I don't think I did a poor job. Leftovers is activated on the Ursaluna. So that's a pretty bulky Pokemon. I can say that for sure. We'll go ahead and bring out Arcanine. Boop. And Milotic. Drop its attack. Oh, competitive. Probably a good idea. We will Drain Punch the Ursaluna and actually Thunder Punch Milotic and Will-O-Wisp the Ursaluna. I don't think it's gonna have guts. I kind of want to check, but I've already selected, which is good. It's fine. All right, ground. We're gonna check the Blood Moon. No, he has Mind's Eye. Milotic is gonna protect, which is totally fine. Ursaluna is gonna also protect, so the double protect. Okay. What does Mind's Eye do? Accuracy cannot be lowered. And Ghost type moves hit with normal and with fighting type moves. Oh, can hit Ghost types with normal and fighting type moves. Okay. So Leftovers heals him up a little bit. He is a special attacker. Okay. That's good to know. So I'm going to Drain Punch the Ursaluna then. I'm not going to spend any points on trying to lower it any. Let's go ahead and howl. Let's raise our attack, you know, one stage. Why not? Howl. Scald. On the Arcanine, it's gonna hurt a lot. Arcanine goes down. But the +1 to attack should give enough. Yep, there it is. The knockout to the Ursaluna. And I heal up to full. Okay. So now Garchomp comes out. He's got our Scarf. We're gonna Thunder Punch. It's probably gonna protect here, so I'm gonna set up for something that's gonna be useful. We're gonna do Rock Slides. Rock Slide goes first. Thunder Punch comes in second. Oh, nope. Skull goes in second. Probably is faster than Iron Hands. But the +1 to the attack, Thunder Punch right into the face. With the crit! Wow. A crit too? That's insane. 2-0, guys. 2-0. All right, next match. We've got Sinistcha, Heatran, Fluttermane, Landorus, Tornadus, and Iron Hands. Okay, so now that we have a Tornadus on their side of the field, is this time that we bring in our own Tornadus? I have no idea. I have 0 ideas. Like, I kind of want to, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to need to. I mean, that Tailwind is very, very useful, but I'm kind of liking the offense that we have so far. In the event that they do bring in their own, I'm going to bring in mine, and I kind of want to be able to outspeed people. So I'll bring in Garchomp and Tornadus, because why not? Urshifu, and they've got 1, 2... physical attackers. Arcanine's not going to be useful here. We'll bring in... Is Sinistcha going to be enough? I mean, lowering on the attack of 2 Pokemon's not going to really do a whole lot. We do have to worry about Heatran as well. I think Iron Hands might be what I bring in here. Yeah, I mean, I want to use Sinistcha, but he's only realistically good against himself and Landorus. So I'm going to do that. So it looks like we're not going to use Sinistcha in this video, but hopefully we do in the next one. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Iron Hands and Tornadus. So Fake Out User and Tornadus. So we're going to go ahead and Tailwind. And I'm going to Rock Slide, because that's super effective against Tornadus. Not very effective against Iron Hands, but the flinch potential. Fake Out, boop, Garchomp, totally fine. Rough Skin kicks in. You'd probably do as much damage to me as you did to yourself. Tailwind goes off. Plus, I negate the effects of whatever things that could happen with Garchomp. Or at least Iron Hands. Okay, we're gonna swap. Bring out my own Iron Hands, because he's going to be put in danger here. And I'm going to Rock Slide some more. Because now that Fake Out is no longer usable, I'm going to bring out mine, which isn't going to do anything this turn, but I set up to where I can at least do a little bit of damage. They withdraw their own Iron Hands, that's dope. So preserving that Fake Out, bring out Landorus to lower down the attack. Okay. Okay. Rock Slide. Is it going to do enough? Hopefully causes a flinch. Does not flinch. Garchomp avoids it. Iron Hand says, that's okay. I'll go ahead and take it. And speed drops as well. Gonna Thunder Punch the Tornadus, and I'm gonna continue with the Rock Slides. I believe I'm faster than Landorus. Tornadus protects, totally fine with that. Rock Slide for the Garchomp. Does nothing to the Tornadus. Will it do anything for the Landorus though? Very little damage, but that's totally fine. Flinch could not move. Let's go. Too bad I went into that slot though, into the protect, and not doing that much damage to the Landorus. Well, now it can't protect anymore, so I'm gonna definitely go into that slot, and we're gonna continue with our Rock Slide shenanigans. with your Tornadus, which is a good call. What are you going to bring out? Iron Hands. Fake out pressure. Let's go. Rock Slide. Very little damage. Flinch. Got the flinch again. Let's go. Thunder Punch. Boop. Very little damage. Okay, Tailwinds are now gone from that side of the field. Okay, we're going to Heavy Slam into the Landorus. And I'm just going to continue Rock Sliding. Because that Fake Out is going to walk in. Actually, Sinistcha would be like really good here. That Rock Slide. Let's just go with that. Fake Out goes right into the Garchomp. Does a little bit of damage to itself due to the rough skin. Garchomp Flinch cannot move. Stomping Tantrum with the Landorus goes right into Iron Hands. Does get the KO though. Maybe the switch in would have been better for that. I did think about it, but I didn't. But that's okay. Urshifu can now come out. And this is going to put a lot of pressure. Immediate pressure to that Landorus. Oops. And we're going to go ahead and Terra Water just to make it worse. And we're going to go ahead and continue our Rock Slide nonsense. Garchomp does Garchomp things, and usually he does Earthquakes, but you know what? I kind of like having, you know, Rock Slides. Rock Slides is pretty dope. As much as I love having Earthquakes, but Rock Slides is pretty dope. All right, Rock Slide goes out. Does it get the flinch? Does not get the flinch. Stomping Tantrum goes right into the Urshifu. Does not get the KO. Surgeon Strikes with the Terra right into that slot. Down goes Landorus. So now what are you going to do? Do you get flinched? Please get flinched, because Wild Charge into the Urshifu right here is going to be detrimental. Flinch? Flinch! Let's go! Let's go! Flinch wins! Yeah. We sent out Tornadus. They can go for the Tailwind, in which I don't know what the rest of the team is looking like. I mean, it could be Fluttermane. If it's Fluttermane, I'm kind of in trouble. I don't really have any way to deal with Fluttermane. But I'm going to continue on with the Rock Slides. Sunny Day lowers down the water attack. Okay. Great counter to a lot of Urshifus out there. Not very effective against the Iron Hands, but here comes the Surgeon Strikes during the Sunny Day. Isn't enough to knock out the Tornadus. It is. The rock slide is what really made it effective. That's still a lot of damage. And the flinch. Come on, flinch. Nope, Wild Charge into the Iron Hand, or to Urshifu. It goes down. No, Urshifu. That's okay. Damage by the recoil from the Wild Charge. Kind of the reason why I don't have it, to be honest. Siren Lotto? Oh, okay. Fluttermane. Got set up for the Fluttermane so that speed was boosted. That's really keen to have. But I'm going to Tailwind, and I'm going to Rock Slide, which means I now outspeed the Fluttermane because I have a lot of speed with this Garchomp. And because your Tailwind is gone, and you didn't activate Tailwind, you're kind of in trouble. Terra goes right to the Fluttermane. Terra's it to Fairy. Kind of foresaw this as an outcome. I'm still ×2 weak against Fairy, but we'll just set that up. And Rock Slide goes out. Does a little bit of damage. Does it flinch? Nope. Dazzling Gleam comes out from the... Yeah, Garchomp goes down, but Tornadus stays strong. And Flinch could not move. Let's go. But it doesn't matter. Fluttermane outspeeds well, no, he doesn't, or she doesn't, because I got double. Fluttermane does dodge the Bleak Wind Storm, lowers down Iron Hand speed, Dazzling Gleam. Boop. Good game. So 2-1. I'll take it. I'll take it. 2-1. That's not bad. All right. Final matchup today. Ooh, okay. Okay, Conkeldurr coming in hot. We've got Iron Hands, Conkeldurr, Sinistcha, Landorus, Chien-Pao, and Arcanine. So, very, very interesting stuff here. We got Hisuian Arcanine, obviously, and we got Therian Landorus. So we do have double Intimidates with the Fake Out Pressures from maybe Iron Hands and Conkeldurr, Sinistcha, and Chien-Pao to do the extra bit of damage. Is that their win condition? I do not know, but I can tell you that Conkeldurr either has Guts, it could have Iron Fist as well, but most likely it'll carry around Sheer Force. And I don't particularly have anyone that's going to be able to counter Conkeldurr. Unfortunately, he is fighting type, just straight up fighting. So no Fluttermane, no Dazzling Gleam, none of that on my side of the field. But mostly all physical attackers except for Sinistcha. So I'm going to bring in Urshifu, my Iron Hands, Arcanine, and we'll bring in Garchomp. I won't worry about outspeeding Pokemon. Garchomp can outspeed a lot of the Pokemon on that side of the field. I have to worry about intimidating. That is my goal. That's what I have to do. I have to intimidate to win, because otherwise I won't. We are 2-1. Let's go 2-2. Let's go 3-1, guys. Let's go. Chien-Pao and Conkeldurr, which is shiny. Congratulations. So Urshifu is going to go ahead and Terra Surging into the Conkeldurr, and I'm going to fake out the Chien-Pao. Now, Chien-Pao could go to Ghost and be like, no, I attack anyway. And I'm going to be like, okay, you do that, sir. But I am going to then hit you in the face with a lot of Pokemon here. My win particular condition is going to be the Urshifu right now. I will not put Garchomp in front of that not Urshifu, that Chien-Pao. I will not put Garchomp in front of that Chien-Pao. I can't. It's death if it does. Protect anyway, that's good. I didn't want you to attack this turn anyway. I want full frontal like cognizance to this Conkeldurr with my attack here. Surge strikes into that slot and boop. Oh, that is definitely a 3-hit KO. Let's go. Boop. Conkeldurr goes down. He's one of the attackers that I had selected for the Kitakami prologue. So it's like, oh, Sinistcha comes out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sinistcha, Grass. Switch out to Arcanine, and I will Drain Punch that Chien-Pao. We'll get Urshifu out of there because that Strength Sap or Machagacha is gonna do a lot of damage to that Urshifu, and I do not want to give it any opportunity to regain health if I can prevent it. Plus, the minus attack is pretty dope for the Intimidates here. They're going to Terra, and it's going to go straight to the Machagacha. Or no, not Machagacha. Ghost. Oh, Drain Punch does nothing this turn. Which is a shame, but that's okay. Rage Powder. Ooh, you get the redirect. Okay. I mean, Psychic Fangs. Hits the Iron Hand. Super effective. I love that someone's actually using that. And Drain Punch goes over to Sinistcha, does nothing. Does literally nothing. Okay, we could Will-O-Wisp the Chien-Pao, which is going to lower down its physical prowess quite a bit. And let's go ahead and Thunder Punch. Heavy Slam seems like a good choice here. We'll Heavy Slam into the Sinistcha. Psychic Fangs. Will not KO the Iron Hands. Gets really, really close though. We'll lose some of its HP because of the Life Orb. But here comes the Will-O-Wisp, which is going to make it so that you do nothing now. Shadow Ball. Totally fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. I honestly, I have to be fine with that. I'm not fine with that, but I have to be fine with that. So I know Rage Powder and Shadow Ball. I don't know about anything else that it may have. Will I have enough to knock it out? I don't think I will. Or Shifu. Again, I don't want to put Garchomp in front of the Chien Pao. It's burnt. Even if it's burnt Ice Spinner or Icicle Crash into the Garchomp, it's going to knock it out 100%. There's just no way to get around that. So I'm going to Flare Blitz into Sinistcha. And I'm going to Surging Strikes into Chien Pao. Chien Pao withdrawals. Bring out Landorus. Shiny. Rage Powder. So it redirects all the attacks over to him. Surging Strikes. He's really hoping that Articuno, or not Articuno, but Arcanine, get it. Rocky Helmet on that Pokemon though, it's going to do a lot of damage. The recoil is so much. Critic hits all the way around. Does a lot of damage. Took half my health with just that. But Arcanine does not outspeed, so the double into the Sinistcha is enough to get the KO. And Arcanine hurts himself due to the recoil of the Rocky Helmet. That's a lot of damage though. A lot of damage. He's down 2 Pokemon. I've got 3, I think. So here comes Chien Pao. How many Pokemon does he have left? These are just his last 2. Okay, and I'm as I thought. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Will-O-Wisp, the Landorus. Surging Strikes. The Throat Chop goes right into the Arcanine, does not knock it out, but Chien Pao will get hit with the Surging Strikes right after this. Arcanine heals up due to the Citrus Berry, gets him back up almost to half. Surging Strikes, here it comes. 1 KO. I love Chien Pao, but he's so frail. He's so frail. Goes down 1 hit. Will-O-Wisp goes right into the Landorus. Now this Landorus isn't going to do hardly any damage. It doesn't really matter if you lower down my attack. I mean, you can't now, but Stompy Tantrum right into the Urshifu. Not enough for the KO because of the burn. Oh my god, that burn is dreadful. Oh, Throat Chop stopped it from doing its thing. Okay. Also Extreme Speed and Surging Strikes. Battle's canceled. Never mind. We went 3-1 today, guys. I'm not doing 5 matches today. I have to dictate it for the time that I have. Gyarados. Wait, that bug is here? I don't remember what it's called. That's odd, but all right. That random bug, Mousehold, Ogerpon, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. It's gonna be fun. I wonder what that bug is gonna do. I also don't see anyone that's gonna be able to outspeed me, but I do see Intimidator for sure. So I think the best course of action that I have is to full screen recording. There we go. Okay. There's a ghost type. There's a couple of ghost types. No, there's only 1 ghost type. I keep thinking Marin Moon or Ursaluna is a ghost. He is not. Unfortunately, he is not. I'm gonna have to deal with an Intimidator. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna walk in with our own Intimidator. Well, we may not be able to because Defiant is gonna be a thing. Okay, so maybe not. Garchomp, Iron Hands, Sinistcha, Arcanine. We'll leave Urshifu in the back. Only because I'm literally like 2 seconds left. We'll leave Tornadus and Urshifu in the back. I think Urshifu would have been like a really good suggestion here. Move the mic a little bit. There we go. Ooh, Pikachu mask. Let's go. Okay, it's Illumies. Okay. Okay. Rock Slide. Oh, I mean, that doesn't really hurt Ursaluna, but that's okay. Drain Punch does, though. We're gonna fake out Illumies and Rock Slide with Garchomp. Terra goes onto the Ursaluna and it's making it normal. Ouch. Are you going with a Facade build? No, you're special attack. So Boom Burst, Hyper Voice. Which one is it? Illumious Flinch cannot move. Rock Slide. Flinch, Hyper Voice. Terra normal. Oop. Not enough to KO. But the leftovers is going to be really detrimental. It's going to be really good for you. No. Throat Spray? Okay. All right. I like it. I'm going to Drain Punch the Ursaluna, though. Tailwind from the Illumies. Okay. Rock Slide. Ursaluna Flinch could not move. Here comes the Drain Punch. Boop. Illumies outspeeds. Does that Prankster? Oh, that's weird. Just gonna Drain Punch again. Rock Slide. I mean, it didn't go first this time. Illumies avoided the attack, but I'm gonna take out the Ursaluna for sure. So there goes this Terra. Illumies, what do you have? Pounce. Boop. Oh, speed drop. That's interesting. And Rough Skin knocked it out. That's really interesting. Illumies. Where are you? There you are. You do have Prankster. Oh, that's dope. Volbeat also has Prankster. Huh. I did not know that. That's awesome. And you also have Tinted Lens. Ooh. Ogerpon and Gyarados. So Intimidate drops the attack on Garchomp even further. We're going to retreat Garchomp to bring out Arcanine. And I'm going to Thunder Punch the Gyarados. It's not going to one-hit KO, but I'm at least going to lower down their attack one stage. It's a good thing I didn't bring in Urshifu. Ivy Cudgel. And boop. Not a lot. Waterfall. Ooh. There goes my Arcanine. That stinks. Here comes Sunkrump. Thunder Punch. Boop. Oh, that is a one-hit KO to that Gyarados. Let's go. Now I'm kind of sad I didn't bring in Urshifu because that would have been a great combo to do here. But I have Heat Proof with Sinistcha, so I'll bring in Sinistcha instead. Tailwind for one more turn. We'll go and do Strength Sap. And I will Drain Punch the Ogerpon. Oh, never mind. Battle's canceled. Not bad, though. Not a bad matchup. I was not expecting Illumies to have Prankster. It just wasn't. Like, that's dope. And Tailwind, of all things. Like, man, that's even better. Wow. That might be interesting to see in the Kitakami prologue. Ooh, maybe maybe Trick Room isn't the one that people should be afraid of. I don't know. I mean, there's some characters in here that do have Prankster. All right, next match is up. Ooh, Alola Ninetales. Let's go. So we got Ninetales, Glacier, Slowking, Iron Hands, Ogerpon, and Urshifu. So Ninetales, Alola Ninetales. That's so dope. I was not expecting to fight Alola Ninetales, but Ninetales is legal. That means all the Ninetales are legal. It's so cool. God, I love this regulation. Okay. We are gonna walk in with Arcanine and Iron Hands. Kind of want to walk in with Sinistcha, but I don't think it's gonna be beneficial. Garchomp. I don't think oh, I mean Urshifu is gonna be it. Garchomp would be good here with Terra. I'm more worried about the Vulpix or the Ninetales and the Glacier. But even with that, he could get pretty much knocked out by the Slowking. So I'm hoping these four will be it. We'll leave Tornadus and Sinistcha in the back. If I ever have to come up against Glacier, their matchups are going to be terrible. I would have to use a Terra for them specifically to save them, which screws up Garchomp if I brought him in. Ooh, that's a nice picture. But I'm hoping with this matchup, we don't have to worry about that. Ninetales and Iron Hands versus Snow Warning. Okay, so we do have another snow person on the field, which is totally fine. Arcanine is going to go ahead and use Will-O-Wisp on the Iron Hands. And I'm going to fake out Ninetales. It's going to fake out my fake out. Just totally fine. Aura Veil. Brick Break, guys. Psychic Fangs. Bring it in. Will-O-Wisp. Just gonna lower that damage even more for the Iron Hands. And burn it too. Do that chip damage. Okay. We could do the Flare Blitz into that slot, but I think switching out might be more beneficial. No. We won't worry about that. I will Flare Blitz into the Ninetales. I'm going to Heavy Slam. No. Drain Punch into the Iron Hands. I mean, Heavy Slam or Drain Punch is going to do phenomenal damage to that Ninetales. I just have to prepare for whatever they switch into. So, Ninetales goes out. Glacier. Yep. Flare Blitz into that slot. Does not get the KO, but it does quite a bit of damage. The recoil on the Arcanine on my side. Drain Punch is not enough because of the burn. I believe Glacier is physical. I think the ghost one is special attack. So if I burnt Glacier, I should have an easier time dealing with these Pokemon. So I'm going to do that. Burn. And I'm going to Drain Punch the Glacier. I'm going to kind of leave Iron Hands alone, which is probably a bad choice. But I do not want offensive pressure coming out to where I cannot be able to capitalize. Drain Punch. See, like, that damage is not that great. I'll switch him out in just a minute. Drain Punch in the Glacier. Aura Veil's what's really keeping him alive. Slumpy Tantrum. Arcanine is going to knock him out. Again, it's totally fine. I've pretty much done the job. Chilling Neigh. Yep, attack does rise. So having the Will-O-Wisp on that slot is probably the best that I could have ever decided. Yeah, we'll bring in Garchomp now. And to save him, we'll Terra Fire, and then we'll Rock Slide that side of the field. And I'm going to start working on this Iron Hands now. Because being 4 times weakness to anything that is ice isn't that great. So you get Terra Fire so I don't get burnt, which is totally fine. I don't think they're going to have anyone that burns. Rock Slide comes in. Does not get any of the KOs, but I'm hoping the flinches do happen. Iron Hands flinch can move. Drain Punch comes in. Icicle Crash. Does nothing. And Aura Veil should be ending here soon. It's got one more turn. It's probably Light Clay. It's probably what that Ninetales has. Rock Slide again. Down go Glass Exterior. And here comes up the Drain Punch from theirs to mine. Very little damage. That burn is really coming in clutch. Drain Punch from mine to theirs, and I do a lot more damage. Snow stopped. And the Aura Veil wore off, so no Light Clay. They're going to bring back out that Ninetales though to reapply it. So I don't think it's that much of a loss, but it's definitely something. Here comes the Fire Ogerpon. The Mold Breaker, so you can attack anyone. Rock Slide, and we'll just go ahead and continue our Drain Punches on the Iron Hands. It's faster than mine, so that doesn't really bother me too much. But it's going to be really, really hard for them to come back from this. They're going to Terra. Probably the Ogerpon. And it is. Fire Aspect. So he gets a +1 to his attack. Rock Slide comes out though. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Not affected on the Iron Hands. Ivy Cudgel. Fire type. Gonna go straight to the Iron Hands. Does not enough damage. Drain Punch on the Garchomp doesn't do hardly anything because burn. Rough Skin also does a little bit of damage to it as well. Here comes the Drain Punch. I just want to knock you out and take all of that juicy HP onto my own. Thank you very much. Now we need to make a pivotal move here. We can either keep Iron Hands in and keep him standing up against this Ogerpon, which attacks before him, or what we could do is switch out to the Urshifu in the back. And I think the best course of action that I have is to switch. So we'll Rock Slide, swap to the Urshifu. That way I take little damage to the attacks of Ivy Cudgel. It could still knock him out, don't get me wrong. But I am now not, like, I'm resistant to fire. So, Spiky Shield, which is totally fine. Rock Slide doesn't hurt Ogerpon, but doesn't affect me as well, I don't believe. Rock Slide comes in, hits the Ninetales for about a quarter. Blizzard comes in, does nothing to the Garchomp. We're gonna Rock Slide again, and we're gonna go ahead and Surging Strikes into the Ogerpon to knock it out. It's not enough to knock me out. Rock Slide. Doesn't knock out either one. Freeze Dry. Does knock out the Urshifu though. Oh, that was a crit. I was thinking that my Urshifu was faster than the Ninetales. That's good to know though. That's really, really good to know. of skin, does a little bit of damage to it. So now Iron Hands comes back out. I have access to fake out again. He's probably going to spike his shield, so I'm going to rock slide and fake out the Ninetales. Guess he could spike his shield. Ninetales protects. Spike double protects. Okay. That could be the other. That was probably going to be the other option I thought of, but like, I don't know why you would. You would need to put a pressure out there still. Because Ninetales does not outspeed Garchomp. So the game's done at this point. Their only hope is that one rock slide misses. And it has to hit. They have to hit Garchomp next turn. That absolutely needs to happen. So rock slide comes out. The double KO. So for him to win, I would have missed one of the rock slides. Either one, preferably Ninetales. If I would have missed the Ninetales would have then been able to do Blizzard, knocks out the Garchomp, doesn't touch the Iron Hands as much, but it still gets him down to where it's feasible because Ninetales outspeeds Iron Hands. It might have been able to knock them out right there too, but I'm not 100% sure. But guess what, boys? Episode 2. Straight second recording ever. Boom. Master Ball's here. We're already there, episode 2. We're 2-0 so far. Like I said, we're only going to record 4 battles today, and we will have more coming up for around the week. All right, so next match, we've got Fluttermane, Arcanine, Amoonguss, Urshifu, Chien-Pao, and Tornadus. Now, the Arcanine is Hisuian, which is Fire Rock, which is what I went with this time. Built kind of like Gyarados was, just a little bit differently. Let's see. I do have to worry about Tailwind, so we might have to bring in our own Tornadus and then maybe have like Urshifu be his side. But he doesn't really have, I mean, it could be bringing Garchomp and spamming the rock slides would be really, really beneficial. Sinistcha may not be used in this one. I mean, Urshifu, I don't know if it's Rapid Strike or Single Strike. If it's Rapid Strike, Sinistcha is probably going to win. If it's Single Strike, Sinistcha is not going to win by any means. Chien-Pao though. So we'll bring in Tornadus, Urshifu, Iron Hands. 1, 2, 3. I don't think Arcanine is going to be good to use here. So I'm bringing Garchomp instead. I'm bringing in Garchomp because I don't know if the attackers that he's going to have, I could assume that Chien-Pao is going to be in it. I could also assume that Urshifu is going to be in it. I do not know about their Arcanine, but it may not be that big of a deal to have that switch in there. But I'm really afraid of Tailwind and being able to be outsped. So that's what I'm preparing for. And it, yep. Yep. Okay. All right. So, get out of here, bug. Okay. So we're going to Tailwind so that we get to outspeed. They're probably going to do the same thing. So I'm not going to particularly worry about that right off the bat. What I am going to do, however, is Surging Strikes into this Chien-Pao, which may or may not be knocked out right now. They can go for the taunt, and that would be unfortunate if they get that first, but they're not going to be able to knock me out right away. Their plan or their idea, or their ideal attempt of getting ahead is to take out my Tornadus, because if they don't taunt, then I get Tailwind off. But if they do taunt and they want to stop me from getting further turns in, that's when they would need to use that. Terra goes over to the Chien-Pao, turn it to goes dark. Okay. Okay. Stopping me from like doing anything to them. That's dope. It also is a good defensive type as well. So like Scary Face or even Leer right now would be like really, really good against that typing. I'm not doing that though, just because I want to be able to take more advantage of my Urshifu with the Choice Band. Activate Tailwind, which is totally fine. I will also activate my Tailwind. So Lash Out. Goes over to the Urshifu, does get the KO. Lash Out, huh? I need to look that up. I was not expecting that to get the KO right away. Lash Out. Powers double if the stats were lower during the turn. What? Alright, don't get me wrong, like that was dope, but I can't lower your stats. So that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. We're gonna go straight into Fake Out though. Fake Out this Qian Pao. Never mind, they retreated. I mean, it's a physical dark move, 75 base power. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. I wasn't expecting it to knock out Urshifu though. But it is what it is. I'm also quite surprised. Oh, I'm not surprised at all. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm surprised that their Tornadus moved before mine, but it's usually a 50-50 split, so I can't really dictate anything on that. Swap. Not to Garchomp. Garchomp would be terrible here. Thunder Punch to the it's a good call. Thunder Punch to the Tornadus. I think they're bringing out Qian Pao. Nope, Arcanine. Lower down my attack one stage. Okay. That's the first time that'll actually work. Leak Wind will hit both. Does not knock out Tornadus, but the Thunder Punch will. Boop. Thank you. That's Qian Pao. Boop, boop, boop. Taunt the Arcanine so that I don't get hit by any of those moves. And I'm gonna Drain Punch the Qian Pao. Lash Out. That's one hit KOs. That's really, really strong. Flare Blitz. Wow. Okay. Okay. I see you. That recoil is huge, though. Tail ones are gone. Can only hope. Can only hope. Yeah, Earthquake. Why not? I wonder if that's a choice band? Extreme Speed. Rough Skin does a little bit of damage. That's a Life Orb. Maybe that's why Qian Pao is doing so much damage? Is that choice banded? It has to be. Oh, that's so dope. Okay, I see you. Rough Skin does a little bit of damage, but it doesn't do enough to knock it out. But that is so cool. Oh, man. Terra Dark Lash Out. There you guys go. Really cool thing to use. Just saying. I wasn't expecting it. Dang. Oh, that's dope. Max speed investment, choice band, lash out with Terra. Oof. 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 All right, final matchup today. Ooh, okay. Okay. We've got Lilligant, Hisuian, Torkoal, Urshifu, Blood Moon, Ursaluna, Armarouge, and Indeedee. So I do not have, I mean, I have Crunch. Crunch can do quite a bit of stuff. Will it be enough though to knock out that Indeedee? Maybe not, but I could do something very, very cheeky. Obviously we're gonna have to bring in Iron Hands for this. No priority can be used, so I have to keep that in mind as well. You know what? I mean, I can't taunt. I don't have anyone here with taunt. Okay. Garchomp, Iron Hands, Urshifu, and we'll bring in Sinistcha. Yeah, we'll bring in Sinistcha. The Terra for Sinistcha is normal, so it would make us immune to, well, I'm already immune to fire attacks because of heat proof. I didn't pick Hospitality. I wanted heat proof. I think Hospitality does have a place. I just don't know where to put it. So that's why I picked what I did. Armarouge and Indeedee right off the bat. Psychic Surge goes off, so no priority moves. None. No, stop it. And Psychic Seed did get activated, so there's that. Now, I could go for the Rock Slide. That really affects the Armarouge there. But the Crunch could go into both of them and hit for really, really huge amounts of damage. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to then Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, Heavy Slam, Thunder Punch into the Armarouge. They're going to Terra. Probably the Armarouge, yep, and it's Grass, yep, to get rid of the Ground weakness, the Rock weakness. Follow me. Figured that was gonna happen. So here you go, have a Crunch. Boop. Drops the defense as well. Let's go. Thunder Punch. Boop. Knocks out the Indeedee. Here comes Trick Room though, from the Armarouge. That's cool. I'm okay with being Twisted Dimensions. That's dope for me. Okay, Torkoal, my main Squeeze. How you doing? He's got banned. We'll bring on Urshifu. That way we're not totally effective against Torkoal's fire attacks. And I'm just going to start Drain Punching Torkoal. Torkoal's going to be the slowest Pokemon on that team for sure. So he's going to be attacking before Iron Hands. And there's no way that I can really get away from that. So Eruption comes out. I take little damage. Drain Punch. Boop. No burns. I don't think Eruption leaves people with a burn. That'd be dope, though. Expanding Force. Does hit both. It's double KO. It's not a bad open. Not a bad open. We might go 2-2 here. Guess on the left. Ooh! Sinistcha! Okay. And we're going to go ahead and Rock Slide. And I'm going to Terra. And use Palm Mine. He's got the leftovers item, so I'm hoping that his defenses is enough to survive a couple of turns, but Garchomp is definitely moving last. He's got Scarf. There's no way to get around that. So I'm hoping the defensive Terra of Terra Normal is going to be enough to where it doesn't cause many for concern, but we'll see. Earth Power. Boop. Not enough to the Garchomp. Expanding Force. Oh, Sinistcha lives with just 5 HP. That's a Life Orb. Special Attack Rose, Special Defense Rose. I don't think it's going to do anything, though. I don't have Protect, so it's kind of like a moot point. Yeah, Trick Room lasts for 2 more turns. They've got me here. Let's click this anyway. Maybe they'll miss. Flamethrower. Excuse me? Hello, heat proof. Heat proof. Let me look up heat proof. Maybe I'm using that one wrong. Heat proof. Oh, damage is halved, not immune. It's not flash fire. Okay. All right. First match is upon us. We're going to be facing off against Ogerpon. That's fire. Furgraf, Iron Hands, Roaring Moon, Milotic, and Incarnate Landorus. Interesting. Okay. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 physical attackers. Probably Arcanine's going to be one that's going to be brought in. I don't have anyone that takes down Roaring Moon. I mean, Iron Hands will probably do that, but I'll have to plan around Tailwind, and priority is not going to be usable because Furgraf is going to be in the field. So I think I'm going to open up with Tornadus Urshifu to start us off and bring in Garchomp in the back, and then we'll bring in Arcanine after that. We'll leave Iron Hands and Sinistcha alone for this battle. And I know Sinistcha isn't really getting the, I want to say the attention that it rightfully deserves, but there's been a lot of bad matchups for her. So I just kind of don't want to throw them into anything that I know that they're going to fail. So it's weird. Milotic and Furgraf come out first. So we do have to worry about Scald. No priority moves can be used because Furgraf. So I think the best thing I have is to just go off with the Tailwind and maybe Terra Water Surgeon Strikes. But in the, well, if Trick Room goes off, no, Milotic is fast. It wouldn't activate Trick Room. It would be kind of dumb. I'm going to Terra Water Surgeon Strikes, and I'm going to go right into the Furgraf. We're going to go ahead and activate our win condition because I don't want to send Arcanine out here. That's going to be ×4 weak against water, and Milotic hits hard. League Wind goes off, hits both, a decent amount of damage. I might take out Furgraf with the Surgeon Strikes, which comes out right now. 1, 2, no Rocky Helmet. So it's probably a Throat Spray set. Hit 2 times. Furgraf fainted. Okay. Milotic with the Ice Beam right over to the Tornadus. Does a decent amount of damage. Almost 100 points. Activates the Leftovers. Strong opposition. Strong opposition. Ogerpon comes out next, and he's Fire. Comes out with the Mold Breaker. Okay, do we have anyone that we could swap out to now? I mean, Ice Beam's going to do a lot to Garchomp. I'm going to swap out to the Arcanine to lower down the attack even further for the Ogerpon. And then I think I'm going to put out a lot of damage to the Ogerpon now to knock it out. They will probably Terra. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Intimidate comes off. Oh, competitive. Oh, yay. I keep forgetting. I think people are going to use Marvel Scale and then they don't. 2-hit KO for Ogerpon. I know I haven't realistically touched Milotic at all, but this is all I pretty much can do right now. Pokemon's fainted. Ice Beam. Does nothing to the Arcanine, but thank you anyway. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Now that it's got a special attack boost. Okay. Therian Landorus. Will-O-Wisp the Landorus. Surgeon strikes the Milotic. Because I don't want Landorus to do a lot of damage. It's most likely got Sheer Force. I mean, it's also got other things as well, but I think that's what it's going to have. In which it seems to have been fixed. Sheer Force Life Orb, it's supposed to take damage out, or not supposed to take damage out. It actually does take the damage out. So I don't know if that was just a bug that they just forgot to fix, or if it was just something they overlooked, but it no longer works that way. Second strikes over to the Milotic, and even with the crits, does very minimal damage. Still, considerable amount of damage. I took it down to 1/3 of its HP. Still in the yellow though. Will-O-Wisp misses. Earth Power onto the Urshifu. Just enough to KO. And Urshifu goes down. Scald. Arcanine goes down. Now, he does not have levitate, right? He's not flying anymore. So this earthquake should take out everything that this, yeah, should take out everything that this Landorus has. And I'm just gonna Leer to lower down the defenses, because that's gonna hurt a lot. And I'm Scarfed. So if this works as intended, I should be able to one-shot both of these characters right now. Milotic's gonna protect. Leer drops the defenses of the Landorus. It's only one stage, but it is gonna drop it. Earthquake goes off. Doesn't affect Tornadoes. Will hit the Landorus, and we'll get the KO. Let's go. Let's go. There's the healing. Okay, and we're just gonna do the Bleak Wind Earthquakes. I don't think Milotic is going to be able to survive both if one misses. Earthquake goes off. Misses Tornadoes. Is it enough for the KO? It is not. Here comes the Bleak Wind, and it misses! Are you kidding me? No! Ice Beam goes over to the Garchomp. Does get the KO. Maybe the Leer would have done it. The heal. It's probably gonna protect here. I'm gonna go. Yep, there's the protect. It's gonna get a little bit more HP. Oh, come on, Bleak Wind. The one time I want you to hit and you miss. You missed. Is this enough? Is this gonna be enough to knock it out? I'm hoping so. I'm really hoping so. Let's hope. Bleak Wind, please hit. It misses again. Are you kidding? Ice Beam. Good showing. Both times you miss. Both times. Are you kidding me? I mean, I should have done the Leer. Maybe the -1 defenses was like the best call, but I'll just double attack. That's fine. Garchomp doing his best. We tried. Good game. That was a good game. All right, next matchup. We've got Fluttermane, Weezing, Dragonite, Slacking, Chip-How, and Serena. All right, so for anyone that doesn't know, Weezing not only has Levitate, but Neutralizing Gas. Neutralizing Gas shuts off everyone's abilities, including Slacking's. Now, the thing is that Weezing is not as strong as people would like him to be. And because of this, he's incredibly frail. So it's going to be very, very fun. Now, we do have Serena in there that's going to stop priority moves as well. So we do have to keep that in mind. But I think we're going to open up with Tornadus and Iron Hands. There is a lot of physical attackers. So we're going to bring in Arcanine, and I think this is going to be like a chance for Sinistcha to shine, I think. Yeah, I don't have any other ghost types, so if that Dragonite is a Terra Normal variant, Sinistcha's gonna be able to swap in and ignore any and all normal type moves. So no extreme speed stuff in his face. There's no point. But the rest of the Pokemon, I don't know. Slacking is pretty interesting. He's really, really strong. Okay, Dragonite and Weezing. Okay, Prankster is no longer an option, as it's now gone. But I don't know what type of Dragonite that is. So I'm going to swap into Arcanine. And I'm just going to go ahead and fake out the Dragonite. Frey's going to come back. Boop. Fake out. No Intimidate goes off because Neutralizing Gas. Will-O-Wisp. Totally fine with that. Iron Hands was burned. Okay. So we're also going to Will-O-Wisp the Dragonite. And I'm going to start Thunder Punching the Weezing. Here you go, Dragonite. Have a burn. I can't intimidate you, so you get your own burn. So now you're rendered useless. Stomping Tantrum. Boop. Even with the burn. Even with the burn. Still a one-hit KO. Sludge Bomb. Not so effective. Thunder Punch. Not so effective, but that is leftovers. Okay, so can Sinistcha hit here somehow? Not very effective. Oof. I may not have an answer for Weezing. Go ahead and do the Bleak Wind. And we will heavy slam into the Smog. To the Smog Mog. To the Weezing with Neutralizing Gas. Bleak Wind misses Dragonite, but will hit the Weezing. Stomping Tantrum. Not as effective. Sludge Bomb. It's okay. He's trying to go for the poisons. Heavy Slam. So no Terra effects right now. Iron Hands is starting to look a little damaged here. Bleak Wind again, and I'm gonna train. It's not very effective on either one. Sinistcha. If he hits me with Sludge Bomb, though, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, we'll swap. Maybe I'll get a little bit more lucky. Here comes Sinistcha. Protect. Good call. So no sludge bombs, and his check gets to come in for free. Bleakwind misses Wheezing for sure. Will hit the Dragonite though? It will. That's a considerable amount of damage. Thank you. Drops its speed. I don't know what the item is. Stompy Tantrum into that slot. Does very minimal damage. And I also have leftovers. Okay. There's that burn damage coming in clutch. We're going to go ahead and Bleakwind again. I'm going to Calm Mind to give my defenses a boost. And my special attack. Maybe if I become +1, I'll be able to do a little bit more damage. It's unlikely though, but I don't know. Withdrew Dragonite. Here comes Slacking. Ooh. Wheezing tried to protect, but could not get the double. Here comes that hit, and that's a lot of damage. Calm Mind comes in. Now, Slacking is incredibly slow. Incredibly slow. So we don't have to worry about that at all. Leftovers comes in on both sides. Now, does this mean that Protect's going to work the next time because it failed last turn? I'm not 100% sure. We'll give it a try. I'm going to Strength Sap the Seeking, though. Protect, so it does get the Protect off. It's trying to survive as long for Slacking to do anything. Bleakwind Storm is going to go off. Miss the Wheezing, and will it hit the Slacking? It will. And it brings it down to less than half. Oh, Throat Chop does get the hit over to Sinistcha, but here comes the Strength Sap. I'm going to take its HP, or Strength down, and I'm going to gain HP back. It's a lot. That is a lot. Holy smokes. Do it again. And is this enough? Can you leave the target with a burn? Not very effective. Shadow Ball would hurt it quite a bit. I think we're going to go with surprisingly faster than Sinistcha. I'm going to go back to the Slacking. Bleakwind hits both. Will knock out the Wheezing. Goodbye. There we go. Abilities now come back to life, which means Truant should fail. Oh, it doesn't fail, but that's okay. Drink Sap. We're just going to lower down your attack even further. And I'm going to gain all that HP. Well, I was, but I'm not going to now. But I was. I absolutely was. And now Truant should activate this turn since it just attacked and neutralizing gas is gone. So that's what Slacking's ability is his Truant. He attacks every other turn. It's like Regigigas, but it's not as detrimental. Okay. I'm going to activate Tailwind just so that Sinistcha gets to attack a little bit faster. And I'm going to Muchagacha. Withdrew the Slacking. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Chien Pao. Extreme Speed. Over to the Tornadus. Muchagacha. Ooh. The burn with Dragonite. Here we go. Iron Hands comes out. I think I got this. It's now 2-2. Oh, it's 3-2? What do they have left? What do they have left? I don't know. Fake out the Chien Pao so that we don't get hit. And I'm going to Matcha Gotcha. It's not gonna do hardly anything to the Dragonite, but it is what it is. I still don't know what the item it is. Could be Assault Vest. It is gonna Terra normal. Could be banned. Fake out. Extreme speed. Does not knock out the Iron Hands. But Chien Pao couldn't move. Here you go. Boop. Double KO. The abilities did not come back for my Pokemon. That's really, really interesting. I wonder if you have to swap them out afterwards for it to be effective. And if that's the case, that's really, really interesting. Oh yeah, Slacking. Right. Okay. Trade Punch to Strength Sap. Battle's canceled. Like, that was a good one. I didn't know if I was going to come out of that one, but I did have a good way of winning there. So, good game. Let's go for our third one. All right, next match is up. We've got Water Ogerpon, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, Therian Landorus, Iron Hands, and King Gambit. Very interesting combo here. Mostly physical attackers, so obviously Arcanide's probably going to need to come join the fray. But I do need to be very careful because Landorus is going to be part of that fray. Now, to be able to outspeed their Pokemon like Fluttermane and Chi-Yu, I will most likely have to bring in my own Tornadus just so that I can be able to apply pressure. So Tornadus, Urshifu, I kind of want to bring in my own Iron Hands just to kind of put in that direct pressure immediately. And we're going to go in with Arcanine. Sinistcha will not do any different here. I do not think Garchomp's going to make a difference in here as well. Although it would be able to knock out the Chi-Yu. Urshifu could do that. Iron Hands could do that. It's not going to be that big of a problem. Garchomp realistically just ignores the burn, so I don't really have to worry about being burnt in this game. And with him being Scarfed, he'd be able to outspeed the majority of that set anyway. I think even Chi-Yu gets outsped by Jolly, Scarfed, 252, Garchomp. I'll have to check the calcs, but you guys can let me know down in the comments down below. All right, Fluttermane and Ogerpon. Water versus Urshifu and Tornadus. Booster energy from Fluttermane. So now I can't outspeed it. Oh, special attack with Titan. Never mind. I will outspeed it now. Tailwind, Terra, Surging, right into Fluttermane. It's going to go down. I'm leaving Ogerpon alone for the most part, at least in this fight. It does not know ally switch, so it can't just go, oh, I water absorb all of your attacks now. Terra for the Fluttermane to Fairy. It's going to go here for the Dazzling Gleam. But I'm also going to Terra my Urshifu to become Water. That way I'm not really effective against the Dazzling Gleam, and I won't be hit so hard by the Ivy Cudgel. Maybe it's still Grass type until it's Terra'd. I'm not 100% on that, but Tailwind's going to go up on my side so that we can outspeed this Fluttermane. Surgeon strikes with the Choice Band while being Terra'd. Boop. Oh, erased. Thank you. Come again, Fluttermane. Hit 2 times. Fluttermane fainted. Woodhammer. Pretty good move. Knocks out the Urshifu. It's a good combo, a good trade-off, 1-for-1. I'll take that. Ooh, the recoil though. Now we're bringing in Iron Hands. And you sent out your own Iron Hands. No. Ooh, yours is shiny. Okay. We're going to go ahead and Leer. Wait, no, I'm not going to Leer. I don't think Leer's going to do anything. Let's go in Bleak Wind. Yeah, Bleak Wind. Actually, swap. And I'm going to fake out Ogerpod. Let's lower down Iron Hand's attack one stage. Maybe we'll be able to survive a little bit longer. We could also burn him next turn, as both Terras have been used. Spiky Shield. So that might hurt my Iron Hands. Fake Out goes to that slot. And yeah, a little bit of damage. Wild Charge goes right into that slot, which is why I swapped to Arcanine in the first place. Okay, Will-O-Wisp, the Iron Hands. And I'm going to Drain Punch the Ogerpod. I think I'm faster than Ogerpod. I think. Withdrew Ogerpod. Good call. Sent out Landorus. Intimidate drops. It's good. Will-O-Wisp. Definitely lower down the attack of this Iron Hands. Drain Punch for the Landorus. Get a little bit of HP. And then we're going to Drain Punch my Arcanine for a little bit more HP. Citrus Berry now heals up my Arcanine though. So I have a little bit more to work with. Okay. See if we can get the Landorus under our belt too. And start punching this Iron Hands down with Drain Punches. It would be best to swap to Tornadus right now for our Arcanine, but I need to be able to burn this this Landorus. I don't have anyone to really deal with him, but he's burnt now, so maybe possible Earthquakes are not going to do as much damage. So that was the point of keeping him in. Stomping Tantrum will hit Arcanine. We'll get the KO, unfortunately, but he's now burnt, so any other move he brings out is not going to be as effective, because we just dropped his physical attacks drastically. The problem is I am left with Pokemon that is kind of on the short stack of things, so it's going to be an uphill battle from here. Oh yeah, Tailwind. That's dope. I forgot I had Tailwind up. Maybe we'll put it back up just so that we can outspeed a little bit longer. Leer would be really beneficial here. Lowering down their defenses would help as well. I do go after. We'll Bleak Wind, and I will Drain Punch the Iron Hands. Stomping Tantrum. Not as much damage. Bleak Wind. Oh, that does a lot of damage. He outsped. He's must be scarfed. Must be. Wild Charge. Boop. Does not take down the Tornadus. Does quite a bit of damage, but because he's burnt, doesn't do as much. Drain Punch. Boop. Into the Iron Hands. Iron Hands gets a little bit more healthier. Landorus is burnt still. Iron Hands is burnt still. We'll Bleak Wind, and I'm just gonna go into the Drain Punch again. Landorus outspeeds. my Pokemon, but it looked like he was scarfed. But he didn't do anything this time. Bleak Wind did hit first. So double KO with the burn. So now it's 2 versus 1. As Flutter Rain's down, those two are down. So now it's just Ogerpon versus my Pokemon. And I'm going to go ahead and do the Bleak Wind. Should I do the... Well, Protect's going to go before Taunt, so... Yeah, we'll do that. Spiky Shield's probably going to come up here. It does. So, Iron Hands is unfortunately going to take some little bit of damage. Okay. You could go for the double. I don't know if it'll work though. Bleak Wind will miss. Are you serious? Ivy Cudgel does hit the Tornadus, which will knock him out. Ugh. Here comes the Drain Punch right into Ogerpon slot. Get a little bit more of that HP goodness. And we'll do it again. It's the best option that I have. Like a shield. It's doing a little bit more damage to me that I can't obviously realistically fix. So because they know that, I think they do outspeed me as well. So hopefully Woodhammer does not get the KO. Does a lot of recoil damage on that side of the field. Here comes the Drain Punch. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Yes. Oh, luck was on my side. Let's go. Oh, I appreciate this so much. That was really, really good. It was really, really good. Woo! All right, 3 down, 1 more to go. All right, now our 4th and final match is here. We've got Water Ogerpon, Tornadus, Chien-Pao, Fluttermane, Therian, Landorus, and Urshifu. We don't know if it is Single Strike or Rapid Strike, but it is an Urshifu. Okay, let's see. Not so many physical attackers. I mean, it has 4. Yeah, 4 physical attackers. I think Arcanine should come back in, but I do have Ogerpon and possibly a very, very speedy Tornadus, so I don't think that's going to be the case. Sinistra looks really, really helpful in this game, though. So let's bring in our own Tornadus to deal with the speed tie. We could come in with the Urshifu, maybe do a little bit more. I don't really have anyone that's going to take any advantage from Garchomp, really. So I think leaving him out is going to be the best. I mean, I could Rock Slide. Rock Slide sounds like fun with the flinching and all that. You know what? Let's do that. We'll bring in Iron Hand, Sinistra, and Garchomp with Tornadus. For the Rock Slide nonsense, plus evade like the Fluttermane that's on that team as well. So we get to have our own fun and yet do so much. So let's see. Alrighty. I can't read those, but it's Chien-Pao and Tornadus versus Garchomp and my own Tornadus. Sort of Ruin lowers down all the defenses. Now, I have to use my Terra for Garchomp right now because otherwise it's going to be really, really dreadful. But we're going to open up with Rock Slide, Terra Fire so that we do not get hit by Chien-Pao, Icicle Crash. Maybe Sucker Punch might do a little bit of damage, but I don't think it will. But we're also going to Tailwind so that we can go a little bit faster because I'm assuming that that's what they're going to do as well. I think I outspeed Chien-Pao regardless because it can't get higher than 205, and I think Garchomp does. So we both use Tailwinds as predicted. And here comes the Rock Slide from me. It will hit, almost does the double KO, and Chien-Pao flinched, could not move. So we're going to go ahead and just start off with the Leer and Rock Slide again. They can only protect Sucker Punch, but it's not going to do anything to the Tornadus. Tornadus is going to get off the Leer. They could taunt to shut off my Leer, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference. So, in that regard, let's go. Leer, they don't stop it, but it doesn't affect Qianpao because he's dark type, but it will drop the defenses of Tornadus. But it doesn't matter. A double KO is in order as they both go down. All right, these are your last two. Something the Scholar, Fluttermane, something the Gourmet. Really? Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just start off with the Bleakwind Storm because now I doubled. Well, I don't know if I outspeed Fluttermane, but I do outspeed something else. The thing is, I do have to stare at a Ogerpon in the back. No, Rock Slide. Let's go for it. Rock Slide. Very minimal damage. Someone flinched, could not move. I don't know if it's the Fluttermane. Probably was. Here comes the Bleakwind, hits the double, and Ogerpon goes down. So the flinch must have been the Fluttermane. And now we'll just end this off with Rock Slide and Bleakwind. Battle's canceled. Never mind. They decided to leave. I don't blame them. I had a really incredible open. I think I read them pretty well, if you don't ask me. For our first match of the day, we've got Farigiraf, Dragapult, Qianpao, Urshifu, Rillaboom, and Heatran. So 2 Pokemon that use special attack, and then the rest are physical attackers. So Arcanine should be useful here. We just need to make sure that we're not put in front of Urshifu to make sure that we can make a good counter. Now, the other Pokemon I have to worry about as well is Dragapult. No one in this list is going to really take advantage of Trick Room, so we don't have to worry about that. I think Farigiraf is just anti-priority as much as possible. But we do not want to have Dragapult come on the other side of like Garchomp or something like that. So in this instance, I do need to outspeed Qianpao. So I think Tornadus and I want to say Iron Hands would be great. I could walk in with Urshifu as well to do a lot of damage to Qianpao. Will it knock it out? I'm not 100% sure. Well, we could go for the switch in for that. So we'll bring in Urshifu, Iron Hands, and Arcanine. Yes, his Iron Hands can still hit Heatran. We need to be able to Will-O-Wisp a couple of Pokemon like Qianpao would be hit heavily if they got Will-O-Wisp. So we'll see what happens. Rillaboom and Dragapult for the first. Tornadus and Urshifu for mine. Now this puts me in a really rough spot because I don't know if I want to keep Urshifu out to deal with the Rillaboom. Because the Rillaboom's going to really hit Urshifu for quite a bit of damage. Plus, Fake Out is going to be really, really prevalent. I think I'm going to hit the Tailwind. Not Tailwind, but Bleakwind. And I'm going to swap to the Arcanine. That way I can, one, resist anything that Rillaboom is going to throw out at me. Not take as much damage to Dragapult. And I'm also going to lower down their attack one stage. But the Dragapult could have Clear Body, which I believe negates its stats being lowered. We'll see. It could be like Cursed. And Clear Body. Okay. Its stats can't be lowered. Fake Out goes into the Arcanine. So we did do that. So Phantom Force goes up. It's not going to get hit by anything. Bleakwind is going to miss Dragapult. We'll hit the Rillaboom though. Almost max damage. That's dope. Citrus Berry will come heal it up as well. And it'll get that tick of HP due to Yeah. Is it gonna hit? Let's swap out to Iron Hands. And oh, I don't know. Do I want to Flare Blitz? I think Will-O-Wisp is going to be the best for the Dragapult because it should attack first. Yeah, let's do that. It could still be hit with Will-O-Wisp, or it could negate it. I'm not 100% sure. We will swap out Tornadus though, so that Dragapult can come in and hit maybe Iron Hands. Withdrew the Rillaboom, so that's good. Bring out the Chien-Pao. Everyone's using the timer ball on that. Phantom Force on the Arcanine. It is gonna knock it out. That sucks. That sucks. And we'll re-bring out Tornadus. Can't fake out the Dragapult. I could fake out Chien-Pao. Let's do that. Let's fake out Chien-Pao, and I'm going to Tailwind. Chien-Pao's going to protect. Totally fine. Fake out. Goes into that protected slot. It's probably trying to protect Drain Punch. Phantom Force. That's probably Choice Banded Dragapult, if I had to guess. Drain Punch on the Chien-Pao. And I'm just going to cast... No, I can't cast Leer. Chien-Pao is dark. Bleak Wind. Just Bleak Wind it up. Misses Dragapult, but it will hit the Chien-Pao. It's almost a KO. Phantom Force will hit the Tornadus, which is going to knock him out. Which is unfortunate. Icicle Crash will hit the Iron Hands. Doesn't do that much damage. Here comes the Drain Punch though. Right into the Chien-Pao. We'll knock it out. So they're set pretty much to be able to knock out my team next turn. I don't know what's going to happen. I do have Tailwind, so maybe Urshifu can hit Dragapult since he does not have priority over me. And again, I'm assuming that is a Choice Banded Dragapult. He is doing a lot of damage, so I wouldn't put it past them at all if that seems to be the case. So I'm gonna Drain Punch the Rillaboom. Terra, Water, Surging Strikes to the Dragapult and hope for the best. That's primarily all that I can do. I don't think I'm gonna survive for very much longer. Phantom Force does not go first, I believe. I think it is just done by the speed tier. Fake out from the Rillaboom does hit the Urshifu. So Flinch could not move. Sets up the Phantom Force for the Dragapult, which is unfortunate. Drain Punch hits the Rillaboom. Does not get the KO, but does a lot of damage. That fake out though is what saved that Dragapult. I might have admit it. Oh no, fake out's higher than that move. Okay. I'm going to Heavy Slam into Dragapult when it comes back. And I'll just hit Rillaboom with my move. Nope, he protects. That's dope. Oh wait, Surging Strikes goes through that, so that doesn't matter. Surging Strikes, right into the Rillaboom. I forgot. It's like, oh yeah, that doesn't... Nope, doesn't happen. Does not happen. Rillaboom goes down. So no more fake out, but here comes the Phantom Force. Will I survive? Probably won't. Unless he hits, nope. Oh, Urshifu does survive. Let's go. Heavy slam. Takes about half. And Tailwind's gone. Oh, yeah. I'm in terrible graces now. Urshifu, it's, Rapid Strike. Drain Punch do this? Not. Let's do Drain Punch over to the Urshifu. That Urshifu is probably going to Aqua Jet. I'm just going to Surging Strikes into the Dragon Bolt. I don't have Tailwind anymore. They were able to get through it. So I'm just going to Drain Punch this Urshifu to get back a little bit of HP. And let's hope for the best. They're going to Terra. And it's the Dragapult to make it Ghost, to give it that extra oomph with its Phantom Force. Maybe to KO Aqua Jet right into the Urshifu. Oh, Urshifu doesn't go down. Dragapult does Phantom Force. It will fade. Oh, that's kind of stupid. Certain Strikes goes onto the Dragapult, and he dodges it, because, you know, he does. Drain Punch, and we'll Surging Strikes the Dragapult again. Aqua Jet. Boop. Okay, there we go. I wasn't expecting, like, Urshifu to live not one attack, but both. Oof. Like, one attack, fine, but both? That's a little rough. Not enough to knock out the Urshifu. Or the Iron Hands. Iron Hands will get a little bit of HP due to the Drain Punch there, which is great. That was still a lot of damage. We're going to Thunder Punch the Urshifu. Because, again, I think... Yep, Aqua Jet. I wonder, are you stuck with... Are you stuck with Scarf? Oh, that'd be interesting if that's what that was. Like, he's stuck with Scarf, I'm stuck with, you know, this. Now the question becomes, will I survive this hit? Please survive this hit. I won't. This was so dope. So close of a match. I might have been able to if it was, like, leftovers, maybe. Highly doubt it, but maybe. Still, good match. In this video we have, or at least this match, wow, Rock Ogre Pawn. Okay, sturdy. Kamo-O, Victory Bell. That's dope. Ninetales, Ursaluna, that's Blood Moon, and Fluttermane. So we do have a little bit of like maybe chlorophyll entry here. I will need to bring in Tornadus so that we can outspeed it possibly, because I think that's what that that Ninetales has. I do have 1, 2, 3. I don't think that's gonna be worth it. But we'll bring in the Tornadus, Garchomp. Urshifu's probably not gonna be as helpful. He could, but I don't know. Iron Hands, I kind of want to bring in Sinistcha, but if it gets stuck with like Ninetales, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what? We'll bring in Urshifu. We'll leave Arcanine and Sinistcha at home. It's probably a bad idea, but Sinistcha, like, it does do Strength Sap, but I have to be able to set them up to where I can actually take advantage of that setup. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't know what stat Victory Bell goes off of. But we do have Ninetales and Victory Bell right off the bat, so that's dope. And what do we have here? I think that we have Chlorophyll right off the bat. Something's going on with the communicating though. Yep, Trout. Okay. So Chlorophyll with the Victory Bell? I would need a Tailwind so that I outspeed. Earthquake. Earthquake. I mean, am I weakened fire? Probably not. But I don't want to get Will-O-Wisp by the Ninetales. We'll Rock Slide it up. Why not? We'll be on the safe side. So we're going to Tailwind to get the speed boost. with through the Ninetales. That's a good call. Here comes the Flutter Mane. Oh, okay. Ursaluna. All right. Ursaluna. That's not a bad decision there. So are you going for Trick Room then? I mean, you could. Would that be the play though? Rock Slide? Not very much on the Ursaluna. Victory Bell does go with the Sleep Powder, but Tornadus like ignores the attack. We'll go ahead with that, and we'll just continue on with the Rock Slides. So just, I want to know, does Victory Bell do get Chlorophyll? Because if he does, that was a great read. Rock Slide misses someone, I don't know who. Ursaluna. Liquid Storm knocks out the Victory Bell. And Victory Bell does in fact get Chlorophyll. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. Earth Power to the Garchomp, which is gonna knock it out. Even Terra Fire. I mean, yeah, Terra Fire obviously would do that. That is a one-hit KO scenario there. And we'll go ahead and bring out Urshifu so that we can completely take advantage of this big bugbear. We needed to get off the field. They sent out... Ooh! Okay, Photosynthesis is activated. Speed was doubled. Oh. Okay. What's the call here? I can't Terra. $307. It's the speed. Do that. Swap. Iron Hands is in the back. Aqua Jet to the Flutter Mane. Boop. Quite a bit of damage. Bleak Wind hits both. Does not knock out the Flutter Mane. No! Crap. Dazzling Gleam. Down goes Urshifu. That's what I was trying to avoid, but I couldn't stop it. Oh, it's Life Orb, that's why. Blood Moon. Boop. Down goes Tornadus. Oof. I got greedy. I wanted to hit I wanted to knock Flutter Mane down. Apparently that wasn't going to happen at all. I have Tailwind for one more turn, right? I do. Let's go ahead and Drain Punch the Ursaluna. I think I'd outspeed it, but I don't know. We'll see. Terra, Fairy. Gonna need a lot to knock out this this Pokemon. Moonblast. It's not Spect. Drops it down to 3 HP. Here comes the Drain Punch. Boop. Knocks out that Ursaluna. But I don't think it's really gonna matter. Oh man. Tailwind's gone. Ah man. That's a good match. I totally misplayed though. Instead of doing Aqua Jet, I should have just did the maybe I should have swapped. Maybe that was the play. Maybe I should have swapped to save Urshifu there. Because it didn't seem I was gonna be able to save both. Absolutely. So it's like it is what it is at that point. Here comes the Moonblast though. Game's over. Iron Hands is gonna go down. So how would I have been able to save that? Maybe changing the weather. For sure. Maybe the weather changer was the best call. I don't have one. I could have Leered and then Aqua Jetted, but I don't think it's going to do enough damage. With 307 speed, it was really, really hard to beat. So it is what it is at that point. I don't know how it's going to be able to come back from that. Oh well. I think Garchomp getting knocked out early was probably like the breaking point, if I were to be honest. All right. Third match is Chien Pao, Tornadus, Ogerpon, Rillaboom, Fluttermane, and Dragonite. Let's see, what do we do here with this open? We do have to worry about Tornadus being able to outspeed, so we're gonna have to deal with that. But we also have Dragonite and Chien Pao, so we're gonna have to deal with them almost immediately. And I think the best way that I could do that is maybe walking in with Iron Hands and Arcanine and not have to deal with Tornadus right away. Like Tornadus could be like something I deal with then, and I'll have them in the back just so that I can get in with the speeds and everything. Maybe Garchomp. Is that gonna be the play though? I mean, Fluttermane could knock out Garchomp really easily. You could also knock out Urshifu really easily too. Rock Slides. Could walk in with Rock Slide. Yeah, let's walk in with Rock Slide. We'll leave Urshifu and Sinistcha at home. I don't think Sinistcha's gonna do anything here. I don't think there's any types that it would be able to take advantage of. Yeah, Strength Sap is good, and if this was an extreme build or extreme speed build for that Dragonite, switching in would have been really nice. But I was really drawn away from in the event that what is it? I was hesitant on the fact that I didn't want to like leave it open with that Chien Pao. So that's where that's come from. We're gonna Heavy Slam into the Fluttermane, and because of this, I don't really want to waste my Terra. I'm gonna Howl instead to give a +1 boost to Iron Hands. So fire. Okay. That's gonna resist Heavy Slam. I don't know if it's gonna save it though, but we'll see. Sunny Day gets activated. Okay. Photosynthesis gets activated. Special attack was heightened. Power Gem goes right over to the Arcanine. Will knock it out. Heavy Slam. Oop. Will survive, so it needs to be that's okay. That's how you beat that guy. That's how you beat that the Heavy Slam fullness, that you have to be Terrifier. Totally fine with that. We'll walk in with our own thing here now. Thunder Punch into that. Terra, Rock Slide. We're at Terrifier so that we don't get really affected by the Fluttermane's attacks. Power Gem though is pretty interesting. I don't know. Ooh. What's my win condition? Withdrew the Fluttermane. Sent out the Rillaboom. Kind of see what's going on here. I think. I'm going to Terra now. Maybe I should put Terra Blast back on Garchomp. I mean, Crunch is decent, but it's not. It only like helps out for like the weird situations. Tailwind gets activated on their side of the field, which is totally fine. Rock Slide hits both. Thunder Punch, boop, gets the KO. Sunny Day is still active. Grassy Field still active. Tailwind's active still. But Pokemon now heal from the damage. Now, one thing I noticed that I did not see a speed boost on that Fluttermane, which means my Garchomp outspeeds that Pokemon 100%. And Fluttermane comes back. Special attack gets heightened. So maybe switch to Tornadus. Do we? No, we'll just Drain Punch the Fluttermane and I'll continue on with the Rock Slides. I'm hoping that I get the flinch. I mean, oh, Rillaboom's probably going to fake out here. Oh, it fakes out the Iron Hands. Okay, That's cool. Power Gem. You're still faster than Garchomp. What? Oh yeah, Tailwind. Never mind. I forgot. Tailwind. Yeah, that was my bad. My bad. My bad. My bad, Dad. Yeah. I would definitely do it. I thought I had a little bit more. Nope. I did not. Okay. So... Great Punch on the Fluttermane. We could Bleak Wind or we could Tailwind. We have 2 more turns of Tailwind, but I lose out on attack it. Yeah, we'll do it. Tailwind. I don't think there's anything I could do right now to maybe save this. My Terra is gone. Power Gem on the Fluttermane seems to be rocking my world, especially with the boost with the sun. That's a really good win condition that they have there. It's really, really hard to come back from this. The Royal Coil from that is pretty hard. Boop. Drain Punch does a little bit of, like, does a lot of damage. Not a little bit, a lot of damage. Not enough to go full. Just kind of dumb, to be honest. It's kind of dumb. But we are out. We're done. We do have Tailwind, but their Tailwind at last another turn. Yeah, they've got this. Fluttermane's gonna just rock Iron Hands. It has only used Power Gem. I mean, it could be Specs. I am not sure, but I'm okay with it. I'm out. 1v3. Yeah, nah, I'm good. All right, final match of the video. We've got Grimmsnarl, Annihilate, wow, Arcanine, Sinistcha, Fluttermane, and Iron Hands. So, bulk up set for Annihilate for sure. Screener for Grimmsnarl, and Arcanine for the Intimidates. So I think I don't have to worry about anyone outspeeding me in this one for sure. I'm gonna be the fastest team out here. Now Grimmsnarl could have Sunny Day, which then boosts Fluttermane, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Instead, I think Tornadus, Urshifu, BR open. That way we can put a lot of pressure on the Pokemon immediately, such as like Annihilate, maybe Grimmsnarl, other Pokemon as well. Like, we probably won't hit Sinistcha a lot, but we can put pressure on them if we so choose to. Iron Hands, and I think we'll come in with Garchomp. That way we have a Fake Outer, Rock Slide, and then we can just put immediate pressure with Urshifu and Tornadus. I think that's going to be the best ones. Leaving Sinistcha and Arcanine in the back, probably not the best idea, but I think this is, in this particular set, it's the best option that I have. So we've got Fluttermane and Iron Hands. Oh boy. Fluttermane and Iron Hands. I'm going to double the speed. I'm going to immediately switch into Iron Hands for the Fake Out. Iron Hands is going to get hit a little bit from the Fake Out, or the Dazzling Gleam from the Fluttermane. Wow, I don't know why I'm just blanking, but Fluttermane gets the Terra. It's going to be Fairy. This one might knock out my Iron Hands, but at least I get the next attack, and I don't have to worry about Fake Out coming out for next turn. Fake Out goes into the Tornadus. Tornadus says, okay. Covert Cloak says I go anyway. So nice try. And Dazzling Gleam now comes out from that slot. This might be a double KO. It might just be a single. It is just a single. But I have Tailwind up. And that's more than enough that I could use to knock out these Pokemon now. So Terra Water Surge and Strikes into that slot, and I'm going to Fake Out the Iron Hands. Withdrew Fluttermane. Good call. So bring out Annihilate. This is probably going to be damaging. They'll swap out the Iron Hands as well. Okay, former Alpha. This is Arcanine. Shiny too. Everyone here is shiny. Okay, here we go. Is that -1 going to be enough to where it takes me out? I don't think so. I don't think so. Take out into the Arcanine. Does very little damage, but it's not going to. Surgeon Strikes into the Annihilate though. Let's see what it does. 1, 2, Citrus Berry. No Citrus Berry, insta KO. Even with the -1. But crits don't get like hurt from the -1s. So not a bad turnout. Summon the Stern. This is Iron Hands. This is gonna replace that Fake Out. So we're gonna switch in Garchomp. And I'm gonna Drain Punch the Arcanine. I have Tailwind up, so I should be able to outspeed this Arcanine. I think mine is like 140 under Tailwind. Fake Out. Goes right to Garchomp. Rough Skin does a little bit of damage to it. Oh, Extreme Speed. Oh, it still doesn't knock out the Iron Hands though, but it does get hit with a Drain Punch. $69, let's go. Now it still has Extreme Speed, so there's that. But I at least can put a little bit more pressure on, since it now has to kind of decide which one it wants to go for the most. Withdraws the Arcanine, brings out the Great Friend. So here's the Flutter Mane. It's gonna take this hit, Rock Slide, Drain Punch on that Flutter Mane. It's not gonna do as much, but I'll get a little bit of HP back. Flinch? No flinch. Tailwind's gone. Okay. Heavy Slam on the Flutter Mane. Rock Slide. Ooh. Crit on the Flutter Mane almost knocks out. Dazzling Gleam will knock out both my Pokemon here, which is unfortunate. Oh, I was really hoping for the flinches. If a flinch happened on both, that would have been great, but it's not. No. All right. Very effective. Effective. Is it enough to where it would KO him? Probably not. So we will hit. Oh, no, this is it. Flutter Mane outspeeds me. I don't have Tailwind. I am Terra Water, though. But I'm not going to survive a Wild Charge. Let's hit Iron Hands. Dazzling Gleam. Boop. Nope, knockout. I tried. We went 0-4 today. That's how the cookie crumbles. Cresselia, Ursaluna, that's Blood Moon, Iron Hands, Water Ogerpon, Hisuian Arcanine, and Flutter Mane. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 physical attackers, 2 special attackers. So Arcanine is unfortunately going to have to come into this one. I will have to watch out for Flutter Mane though, because that Power Gem from yesterday just wrecked his face. Is not something I calced for or even thought that people would even be using. But I'm not surprised. People were caught off guard from like Flutter Mane having Thunderbolts, which realistically dethroned what's his name? Palafin, because Palafin couldn't withstand Thunderbolts from Fluttermane. And it might be the same here with Arcanine with Power Gem. So we just got to keep that in mind going forward. I think in this case, though, we're going to walk in with Garchomp, Arcanine, so that we can instantly get the reset. We're going to walk in with Iron Hands, and I kind of want to walk in with Urshifu, but Shadow Ball for the Cresselia would be really, really helpful. I'm also going to try to plan around Trick Room being activated. So I'm going to walk in with Urshifu instead. I'm going to need to be able to, because I can't activate Tailwind. One, I didn't bring in, I did not bring in Tornadus. Wow, I'm just absent-minded all the time. I apologize, guys. Because I didn't bring in Tornadus, and I did bring in Sinistcha again. But I did open up with the best open that I could possibly have with Arcanine and Garchomp against their Arcanine and Iron Hands. So that's dope. Intimidates all around, but I'm going to be switching out for my Arcanine for possibly Iron Hands. We'll see. We're going to go off with the Rock Slides, though. Swap to Iron Hands. That way I don't get hit with anything. I'm probably going to get hit with some sort of Will-O-Wisp, which maybe Terra Fire might have been better. But I'm going to attack first because of the Scarf. So we'll swap out so that way they get the -1. Fake Out goes over to the Garchomp. That's totally fine. Here comes the Will-O-Wisp, though. Garchomp can move. Rock Slide on their side. So they did go in for like the Rock Slide thing that I did. I'm going to Terra Fire just so that I don't get stuck with the Will-O-Wisp, because if I do, that's going to be deafening. But I'm going to get that Arcanine off the field as much as possible. Now, I'm not trying to bait their Terra. They withdrew their Iron Hands. So that's a good call. To bring out Cresselia. I'm not trying to bait their Iron Hands. I'm not their Terra. And I'm not trying to bait other things. What I'm trying to do is just avoid the possibility of being overshadowed by other combatants. So with this, we're going to negate the entire effects of, it's a good call there with the Protect. We're negating Will-O-Wisp. We're going to still keep the -1, but we just need to make sure that we do not get hit with Will-O-Wisp or the Garchomp. Otherwise, Rock Slide isn't going to be as detrimental, but the Drain Punch here isn't going to do anything to that Arcanine either. So that's kind of disappointing. I'm going to open up with Rock Slide again. I'm going to swap out to bring out Urshifu now. Now I put Arcanine in direct confrontation. Now, I also didn't use Fake Out. So I'm glad I'm switching out here because I just realized instead of going for the Fake Out, I went for something else. Now the thing is that I could have walked into like a burn here from the Arcanine to the Urshifu, which would be terrible if it was. Nope, it's Rock Slide on their end. Nothing to Urshifu, but that's okay. Trick Room is activated by the Cresselia. So no flinching was activated. Swap. And we'll bring in our Iron Hands again. And I'm going to go ahead and just Surging Strikes the Arcanine. I don't know what their thing is, but I'm switching into this. Psychic goes over to the Urshifu. Super effective. Arcanine with the Rock Slide is going to knock out. Oh, does not knock out Urshifu. That's good. Urshifu flinched, you couldn't move. Are you serious? Bro, Chacho, are you kidding me? Fake out the Cresselia, and we'll swap over to my Arcanine. They'll also withdraw theirs. Oh, that stinks. That stinks really, really bad. Pick out Cresselia. You don't move this turn. So Drain Punch to Will-O-Wisp. Helping Hand. This is probably going to go straight into the Arcanine. My Iron Hands attacks faster. This mine's slower. Drain Punch. Boop. So the Arcanine's going to knock him out. He's going to get all of his HP back. Oh, almost all. I was really hoping that the well, I could have swapped out for Intimidates. Problem is, I'm kind of stuck now. I don't think we're going to be able to pull this one out of the bag. They have one more turn for Trick Room. Slam to Cresselia to Aqua Jet to Cresselia. Boop. Rocky Helmet. No Rocky Helmet. Drain Punch into the Urshifu. It's not going to be enough to really gain a lot of HP. But now it leaves Urshifu, or not Urshifu, but Iron Hands up to the Psychic, which may not do a whole lot. It does not. Okay. And Twisted Dimensions are returned to normal. Now we bring back Garchomp. And we will Heavy Slam into Cresselia. And I will Rock Slide. Actually, Crunch will hit Cresselia for a lot. Drain Punch into Crunch. Withdraw Iron Hands. Bring on Arcanine. So here comes the -1. Crunch. I don't knock out Cresselia? Are you kidding? Lunar Blessing. So it goes for the heal instead. Are you serious? Drain Punch. Oop. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's so clutch. And the Citrus Berry with the Arcanine. Oh, man. Heavy Slam to the Cresselia, and I'm stuck with Crunch. I should have went with Rock Slide. At least I could have gotten the flinch possibility. Special or super effective. Here comes Garchomp. Oh, it's like he dodges the Rock Slide. Lunar Blessing coming in from the Cresselia again. Try to keep its HP up as much as it possibly can. Heavy Slam. Boop. Knocks out the Cresselia. From a crit, no doubt. Now, I'm stuck using a move that realistically only affected Cresselia. Ugh. Oy vey. Okay. Drain Punch over to the Arcanine. And Crunch on the Arcanine. Why not? Fake Out. Stops the Garchomp. Rough Skin. Gives a little bit of damage. Here comes the Rock Slide. Hits both. Will knock out Garchomp. That's unfortunate. Does barely anything to Iron Hands though. So now it's 1v3, I think. Drain Punch. Still a lot of damage. Yeah, it looks like to be 1v3. Drain Punch the other Iron Hands, because I think Arcanine's going to swap out here. Does not. He Flare Blitzes. So a little bit of damage, not too much, though. It gets the burn, though. And that recoil doesn't knock out the Arcanine. Drain Punch. Boop. There's a little bit of a punch to my Iron Hands there. But boop. I do nothing. I don't do anything. Yep, we're out of here. 1v3. I'm burnt. Not happening, guys. I apologize. We are out. So Cresselia living a -1 Garchomp from Crunch by all means. That's insane. Oh, but that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Might as well not Terra Garchomp there. Alright, next match is up and ready to go. We've got Ursaluna, Ogerpon, Tornadus, Urshifu, Bronzong, and Militech. So I think we're going to walk in with our Tornadus this time, obviously. We have 3 physicals, 3 special attackers. So we don't really need to bring in Arcanine for sure. Do I need to bring in... I mean, Sinistcha would probably be really, really well in this matchup here. It doesn't have Rage Powder, but it would do really, really well. We'll start off with Urshifu just to kind of put up that pressure. Iron Hands, and then we'll bring in Sinistcha. We'll leave Garchomp and Arcanine in the back. With these 4, I feel like I'm able to start moving things in my favor. I am mostly physical attacking, but with this, I should be able to have some sort of edge with having 2-2. So Militech and Bronzong versus Urshifu and Tornadus. So first thing I want to do, obviously, is taunt the Bronzong. Then I want to Surging Strikes. What do I? I'm kind of digging the music right now. Surging Terra, Water, Surging Strikes, the Milotic. Milotic. Is it Melodic, Milotic, or Milotic? I want to say Milotic or Milotic. I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments down below, guys, if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Taunt over to the Bronzong. No stuff for you. Mental Herb, so stuff for you. Are you going to activate Trick Room? I hope not, because that would be kind of a terrible thing for you. Surgeon strikes into the Milotic, and it doesn't do that much damage. I might get it less than half. Yep, less than half. Let's go. Let's see. Ice Beam. Over to the Tornadus. Does not get the KO. It does a lot of damage, but won't get the KO. Trick Room is activated. Why did you activate Trick Room? That's so weird. The rest of your team, I mean, you do have Ursaluna, but is that cause for concern? We'll bring in Iron Hands, though. And I kind of want to switch into Sinistcha. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a double switch. Because I don't believe my Sinistcha is based on speed. I could be wrong. They're going to Terra. I'm going to check my team here. Grass type, so that's dope. My Sinistcha is not based on speed, so this is going to be very interesting. Gyro Ball goes into Iron Hands, does nothing. Scald goes into Sinistcha, does nothing, but it does burn. That's dope. Love that for me. But I have leftovers, so that's cool. And so do they, unfortunately. Let's fake out the Milotic and Shadow Ball. Should I use Shadow Ball? I kind of want to use Calm Mind. I don't think that's gonna really matter. We'll Shadow Ball the Bronzong. He hasn't used anything. Milotic is gonna protect, so my fake out's useless. Gyro Ball. Over to Sinistcha, doesn't do a lot, but here comes the Shadow Ball. Oop. It's a little more than half. Leftovers kicks in. On both Pokemon here. How long does Trick Room have? 2 more turns. A Drain Punch, Milotic, and I'm going to Shadow Ball the Bronzong. It's a good thing I brought in Sinistcha. It's really, really good. Sinistcha, or Bronzong's going to Protect, which is totally cool. Drain Punch. Right to the Milotic. Oh, I'm going to drain a lot of HP from that. I'm going to go back up to full. I'm pretty much not, like, it's not like I'm not healthy. Shadow Ball goes into the Protect though. So is Bronzong physical? I mean, is Gyro Ball? Bronzong, he is not. He's actually a wall. But his physical attack is stronger. But he's just more of a wall. Okay. That makes more sense. So the Milotic, oh well, that's a burn. Did he get Will-O-Wisp? I think he got Will-O-Wisp. If that's the case, that kind of sucks. Drain Punch and Shadow Ball. We got one more turn of Trick Room left, I believe. Still 4v4. No one's really gotten a knockout. It would be in their best interest to get that Bronzong out of there, but it's going to leave them open for a lot. Strength Sap is going to, like, kill next turn. Protect on the Milotic. Gyro Ball goes right into the Sinistcha. Does not do enough damage. Drain Punch goes into the Protect. And here comes the Shadow Ball into the Bronzong. Boop. KO. And we're finally making progress. They're healing up quite nicely. I'm burnt. Both my Pokemon are burnt, but I have a way to heal Sinistcha. I do have a way to heal Iron Hands. It's just that lowered attack though. That's gonna be something else. You know what? I'm gonna do something that's gonna be incredibly odd. Incredibly odd. I'm gonna swap. Well, no, it's probably not good to swap. I'm gonna Drain Punch that. And I'm gonna Strength Sap. Ogre Pawn. Ivy Cudgel. Does not knock out Iron Hands. Gets really close though, but it does not. Ice Beam goes over to the Sinistcha. Does not knock it out either. Strength Sap. This is a good Pokemon to get all of my health back, hopefully, and lower your attack by 1. Because you have a lot of attack. Yep. Full health. Drain Punch lowers you down quite a bit. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Oh. So the idea that I had was to Strength Sap my own Iron Hands. I don't think that's gonna make a difference. I mean, he is burnt, and I could just emergency heal. So why not? It's probably not gonna do like any good, but I thought it would be a good idea. So I decided why not. Not very effective. I do want to Calm Mind. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I kind of do want to Calm Mind here. I'm really thinking about it. I don't think it's going to be like the benefit though, or the benefit that I want. Because I'm switching into Tornadus. No, we're going to Strength Sap again. I think that's the better play. They're going to switch Ogerpon out, which is good because the -1 is terrible. They're going to send out their 4th Pokemon, which is going to be the Ursaluna. Iron Hands comes back. I'm hoping that the Milotic was attacking Sinistcha again. So this -1 to Ursaluna isn't going to do as much. Skull goes to the Tornadus instead, which is going to get a crit and knock him out, which is very unfortunate. But it does open me up to something a little bit different now, which is incredible. I go up to full health. Leftovers heals a little bit. I get burned a little bit. Now we're going to bring out Urshifu again. Now I'm going to Surging Strikes into Ursaluna, and I'm going to Shadow Ball into Milotic. This should knock out Ursaluna. Yep, 2-hit KO. Down goes Ursaluna. What was a 3v3 is now a 3v2. Soon to be 3v1. Burn. Burn. Shadow Ball. Woo! Sinistcha saved the game. Holy cow. You guys have no idea. This Ogerpon's gonna come out and it's gonna be really pissed off. It's gonna be super pissed off. Because it's not gonna attack this Urshifu. It's actually gonna be attacking somebody else. I'm gonna swap out to Iron Hands here in just a minute. And I'm gonna drain the sucker's attack. So swatch out to Iron Hands. I'm gonna Strength Sap this thing. I'm not letting him sit out there. Ivy Cudgel, I think, is still grass type, but it might turn into fire type, which I'm okay with because, oh, here comes the Wood Hammer. That would have definitely KO'd Urshifu. Absolutely would have one-hit KO'd him. But the recoil is going to kick in. Here comes the Strength Sap, which is going to heal up Sinistcha quite a bit. Now, he does have Horn Leech, but with me lowering down his attack, you know, a stage or two, I'm hoping that it does enough. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. We'll go with that and Strength Sap again. Surging Strikes. With the recoil, it should be enough. No, it will not be enough. 1, 2, 3. Maybe the recoil will be enough to knock himself out. Wood Hammer. So the Urshifu will get the KO. Is it enough? It is enough. Oh, what a close match. And Sinistcha just sat out there for almost the entire thing. That's dope. I hope you guys vote him MVP, because if not, there's gonna be a riot in the comments. Not literally, but go Sinistcha. Holy cow. All right, next matchup, we've got Fire Ogerpon, Okidogi, Tornadus, Chien-Pao, Fluttermane, and Landorus. So, and that's Therian, by the way. So we might have to walk in with Tornadus again and then be able to kind of do the same setup as we did last time. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 attacking Pokemon. It might be beneficial to bring in Arcanine in case if we do get stuck in with the Chien-Pao. So maybe, oh, what should we bring in? I kind of want to bring in Garchomp to kind of apply a lot of that pressure. And again, if it's Chien-Pao Tornadus, then Rock Slide should be doing doing quite a bit of damage here. But also Earthquake, well, Earthquake's not going to do hardly anything. But is Urshifu going to be able to knock out Chien Pao? I mean, it should, because it's got the sat or the band. So we'll bring in the same Pokemon. No, we won't bring in the same. We'll bring in Arcanine. We'll keep Sinistcha and Garchomp in the back this time. I don't want to give an opportunity for my opponent to take advantage that I have. What am I trying to say here? I don't want to give them the advantage of like hitting a grass type Pokemon with Chien Pao. Tornadus and Landorus right off the bat. And I have Tornadus and Urshifu. Intimidate goes off, which is not realistically going to matter too much. But I am going to go ahead and get set up with the Tailwind so that I outspeed Terra, Water, Surgeon Strikes to Landorus. Now they could swap and bring out another Pokemon so that Landorus doesn't get KO'd here, but Landorus is leaving the field one way or another. You can either accept the KO or just accept the fact that he's going to be gone. Now he could be Scarfed and use Rock Slide, and even with my Tailwind, I will still not be able to outspeed, but I will not get KO'd by Landorus. So again, Landorus is going to be leaving the field one way or another. Hopefully we both activate Tailwind. So we both Terra. Mine's Urshifu going to water. Landorus is his Terra, and it's also water. Is it going to be able to survive my Surging Strikes though? Probably. So we'll not leave this turn, unfortunately. But we do have Iron Hands in the back. Yes, I think so. We do have Iron Hands, so we will have that. No Tailwind on their side. No Prankster anything. So it's most likely going to go for Bleak Wind. So 3 hits does not knock out the Landorus, but it gets it really, really low. And here comes the Bleak Wind. It's a decent amount to Tornadus, not necessarily to Urshifu. Here comes the Sandsear Storm. Does not affect Tornadus. Will knock out the Urshifu though. Sandsear does not affect... Oh, because it's ground. That's right. And it will apply burn. Okay. All right. If that's how you want to play, we can play. I'll bring out Iron Hands. And I'm going to Bleak Wind. And I'm going to fake out the Tornadus. Tornadus going to protect. That's totally fine. You did the double protect. That's even better. That's even better. Yeah, I missed Bleak Wind and Fake Out, but do you know what that means? I get to do this. And this is going to be fun. So now I set up with the Bleak Wind. And I go the Thunder Punch into Tornadus. Tailwind goes off. You're not Scarfed, so I know that. So Bleak Wind's gonna go off. Knocks out the Tornadus. Or not Tornadus, Landorus. Drops the speed in that Tornadus though. So it's 1 stage less than full Tailwind. And Thunder Punch to knock it out completely. You traded 1 for 2. You almost got 2. If Sandsear attacked Tornadus, you would have gotten 2. But I got the other one, my man. Okie dokie comes out, and Ogerpon. Dope. Okay. Little breaker. So I'm gonna Bleak Wind, and I kind of want to swap out. I think that's gonna be the play here. Swap out the Urshifu, not Urshifu, Iron Hands. Man, they both have hands. I get confused easily. I'm sorry. I probably should have brought out or changed out Tornadus, but he's going to be able to attack before any of those two, for sure. Oh, Guard Dog activate, so no stat drops for Okie dokie. Spike Shield for Ogerpon. Bleak Wind does not hit Ogerpon. Will it hit Okie dokie, it does. And that's a considerable amount of damage. Ooh. Ice Punch right over to the Tornadus. It is going to knock him out, though. I love the punches that are getting more play. I love that. That's awesome. Tailwind is gone. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Iron Hands comes out. Iron Hands doing Iron Hands things. It's going to fake out the Ogerpon. And I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Okie dokie. Let's lower his attack a lot. I don't mean a lot. I mean a lot. But they are going to outspeed me now. So, fake out. Take that Ogerpon. You don't get to do anything this turn. Okie dokie. Drain Punch does get the KO. Are you kidding me? Like, my Arcanine's supposed to be able to withstand punches, and he's not withstanding nothing. Wow. Okay. So they have one more turn of Tailwind. I'm just gonna Drain Punch the Ogerpon. It's the only thing I can do right now. Oh boy. I was really hoping to get the Will-O-Wisp out. But I totally forgot Guard Dog does not stop stat drops. Ivy Cudgel hits. Gunk Shot also hits. Does not get the cut at the KO. Drain Punch after Ogerpon drops him down to 1 HP. Can I go up? Not enough. I don't think it's going to be enough for me to survive. Tailwind drops. I don't know if we're going to get this one, guys. I would have to hope that either Gunk Shot or Ivy Cudgel would miss. Heavy Slam into the Okie dokie. That's not really much I got. Do I get attack first? Nope, Gunk Shot, but it misses. What? That's dope. I mean, it did nothing. It did nothing. But here comes the Drain Punch on the Ogerpon. We're 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Oh, quick attack. Not enough. Gunk Shot again, and it misses. Drain Punch. Are you like BMing me right now? I went up literally 1 HP. That's so stupid. All right. Yeah, why not? Thunder Punch. Gunk Shot again. It hit this time. Ugh. That was so much. It was a good game. Don't get me wrong. That was a fantastic game. I just wish Tornadus did a little bit more than he did. I also wish I wasn't one-shotted by Okie dokie. Man, Articuno, Arcanine, what are you doing, man? What you doing? What are you doing? Oh, getting one-shotted like that. Who knew? All right, final matches here and ready to go. We've got Fluttermane, Dodonzo, Amoonguss, Dragonite, Tornadus, and Scizor. Oh boy. Okay, so how are we going to deal with this matchup here? It's one thing to deal with like priority Pokemon like Dragonite and Scizor, but it's another one to bring in freaking Donzo, who I still can't do anything with because reasons. But this time I do have something that I could use against that side of the field quite a bit. So we're going to bring in Tornadus and Garchomp, Sinistcha, and Iron Hands. We're going to bring these 4, and hopefully we'll be able to turn the battle here. I think Okie dokie would have been less trouble. Well, no, because Garchomp would prevent his stats being lowered by Strength Sap, so maybe not. I was going to say Sinistcha would be like great last game, but I don't think it would have made a difference. All right, Dragonite and Tornadus versus Tornadus and Garchomp. We're going to go ahead and get the Tailwind off, and then I'm just going to go straight into the Rock Slides for the possible switches. Now, this could be a Terra Normal Dragonite with extreme speed, in which I should be able to withstand. Should be in the key word. We will see. This could be a Dragon Dance set as well. I don't know. They'll activate Tailwind. No extreme speed is activated on their side of the field because it would have went before Tailwind. My Tailwind goes off next. So now, Rock Slide. Do I get the flinch? Tornadus takes a lot. Ice Spinner goes right into Tornadus, which he will live with 12 HP. I'm going to Leer, and then I'm going to Rock Slide. Extreme Speed knocks out Tornadus. But this is going to hurt a lot because there's no more multi-scale on that Dragonite, and I'm going to knock out that Tornadus. So now I'll bring out Iron Hands. And they bring out Dodonzo. Fake out here, and I'm going to swap to Sinistcha to deal with that Dodonzo. I'm going to Strength Sap him so hard. Now, if he's unaware, he might ignore his own status. I don't think that's how that works. But if he's unaware, that's going to make it worse. I think Oblivious would make it so that he can't be intimidated too. I'm not 100% sure about that. So don't quote me on that. Fissure. Okay. Iron Hand, or like the Jonza knows Fissure. That's funny. Drain Punch. Heavy Slam? Yeah, Heavy Slam the Dragonite, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I mean I can Matcha Gotcha. I'm gonna Strength Sap the Dodonzo. Ice Spinner. Over to Sinistcha. Does not get the KO. Strength Sap from the Dodonzo. I'm gonna lower its attack one stage, and I'm gonna be the best there ever was. Heal up to full. Heavy Slam right into that Dragonite. Does not get the KO. Are you serious? Fissure hits Iron Hands and crushes him. Are you serious, bro? That's dope. I love that. Okay, and Tailwinds are gone. Okay. All right. This is it. It's down 3-2. Rock Slide for sure. And I'm going to Terra. I'm not going to Terra normal. I'm going to Mucha Gracha. Mucha Gotcha. Matcha Gotcha. Do the conga line. Terra Fairy on the Dodonzo. I haven't Terra'd yet. Extreme Speed over to the Garchomp. Rough Skin pops it, and it should knock it out, and it does. Rock Slide hits the Dodonzo for a little bit of damage. Matcha Gotcha. Not super effective. It still does quite a bit of damage, and it flinched, could not move. And here comes the last Pokemon on their side, which is going to be Fluttermane. Photosynthesis due to this booster energy, and speed was heightened. Okay. This is probably going to be dumb. But I'm going to try to save the Sinistcha right now. Rock Slide. Terra. Mucha. I'm not going to save the Garchomp. Garchomp isn't going to be able to outspeed that Fluttermane. And I do not feel comfortable enough with changing it to fire to be able to withstand a Dazzling Gleam when that Fluttermane can easily Shadow Ball into... Well, that would have KO'd him anyway, so I would much rather save him from the Shadow Ball into Sinistra, and I'm just gonna go Machakacha, which is gonna do a lot of damage to that side of the field anyway. The Donza uses rest. I'm okay with that. You go up to full, but now you're asleep. Oh, Lumberry. Good call. I'm gonna call Mind. Moonblast. Boop. Not enough to knock me out. Calm Mind is going to give me a +1 to special attack and special defense. What is the Donza going to do? Wave Crash. This is probably going to knock me out. Does not. Damaged by the recoil, and I get a little bit of health due to leftovers. Is that enough? Is that going to be enough? I don't think it is. Strength Sap, the Donza. Moonblast, is it? Nope, not enough. I thought it was. I thought with the Calm Mind and the Opposite Terra with the leftovers would be enough. But unfortunately, guys, it's not. Dang it. That was good. I was not expecting the Flutter Mane in the back, though. And I knew that even with the Terra Fire with the Garchomp, it wasn't going to survive a lot. Fissure, though. Fissure on the Iron Hands. That really ruined my team for sure. Dang it. All right, guys. Well, we're currently 9-11. We're officially past our winning streak, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. It's always going to be a learning curve with our team. But we still kept it up as much as we possibly can. We're dropping down to 45% from 50, and we were high up, like really high up there, but that's okay. We'll get back there. So what did we learn from this batch of battles? One, the calcs for my Arcanine should be looked at, because Drain Punch against this Pokemon is incredibly hard. So I need to either start tearing it or maybe change to the other Arcanine instead. I like having the Fire Rock, but if Rock is weak against fighting moves, that's harsh. So let me bring up both Arcanines here. So Arcanine Hisuian and Arcanine Regular. So Arcanine Hisuian is weak against, he's 2 times weak against fighting, 4 times weak against ground, 2 times weak against rock, 4 times weak against water, while the regular Arcanine is only 2 times weak against ground, rock, and water, and halves a lot of other things here. So we might be switching over to the irregular Arcanine, and if that's going to be the case, I mean, I'm not using Rock Slide on mine, so maybe we don't worry about that and go a little bit more of a defensive thing. So instead of Howl, have Protect, so that I can start saving those Pokemon a little bit more by protecting to some sort of moves, and then I'm only affected by 3 types with regular Arcanine. But that's just a synopsis. I think we're gonna go with that. I do need to change Sinistra's ability from Heat Proof to Hospitality. I still haven't done that. So I'm actually going to do that after I get done recording this episode. So that's not going to happen again. What else? I would like to see a little bit more Protects on our team. Maybe having Protect on Tornadus would be really, really beneficial. I have Leer, Taunt, Bleak Wind, and Tailwind. So maybe taking Leer off would be a little bit more beneficial. Maybe it does help out a little bit, but maybe having Protect or maybe like a Weather Setter to like offset some Sun teams that I see from now and then, and maybe having Rain Dance so that when I open up with Urshifu and Tornadus, I do have that little bit extra damage on top of it, because I don't have Mystic Water, but it does get a boost in Rain. So we'll see. I'll do some calcs, see what I would come up with that, and then when the next episode comes up, we'll have those changes for you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and end this episode there. Why don't you go ahead and like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment down below to let me know what you guys thought of today's match. I still think Sinistra is MVP, so let me know what you guys think. And maybe let me know what Terra Sinistra should be, because I have normal, which may or may not be the best one, but we'll see. I'll let you guys kind of fight it out in the comments. If you're brand new or if you're a returning viewer, hitting the subscribe button would be the best. That way you can see when I upload next, and you can even amplify that even more. by clicking on the bell notification on the right hand side and selecting all. My Uncle Mike says that helps out really well with engagement as well as pumping out the videos and the channel. And if you can do that for me, that would be perfect. We're going to try to hit 420 subs by the end of the month because it's kind of funny, but it's also more realistic. And I still have the end goal of 1,000 by the end of the year. But that's just more of an outstanding personal goal, which I believe we can hit. And I can do that with your guys' help. So without further ado, that's it for me. Thanks again for watching 20 matches, officially down. And we'll be back for more. Till then, have a good one. See you then. Peace.